Alrighty. Cool, cool. Just making sure everything's running smoothly. Let's refresh. Aha, there we are. We're live. Thank you, YouTube, for notifying me we're live. Alrighty, we're hopping over from macro bricks. Give everyone a few minutes to hop on over. So, yeah, a lot different from when we normally stream, but still starting technically on a Saturday. But it's smidge on a Saturday. So yeah, we're doing a community Lego live stream, 72-hour Lego community relay race style live stream. If you want to know who is next upcoming in the Lego live stream, I got a link in the description there for you guys. But as I've shown in the thumbnail, we're continuing on my channel the Lego Ninjago City Markets. I've been working on this for about 9 hours worth now, over the past every Saturday kind of thing. So, yeah, we're just going to be working, hopefully get book 3 done, which is the final book. I sent a link up to a few other people. If there's some other people who want to pop on, send me a DM. I'll shoot a link your way. But hey, Brickmaster G or Grant, hey, Baby Yoda, and hey, Jordan, and everyone else lurking in the chat. Hope everyone's having an excellent day so far. I am just going to double check, make sure that y'all are hearing me a-okay, because I do have an earbud plugged in for some reason. And let's see if audio's working okay. I don't think I have myself muted. No. Okay, let's see. Apologies for the ads. You guys know how it is. All right. All right, no, we're good. Alrighty, let's get some tunes going and let's get ourselves started. Just casual building and talking about whatever and anything. So, you got a topic you want to chat about, we can get working on that. So, yeah. We have done bags 1 to 35 of this set out of 51, and I'm very excited to see how this progresses. Oh, we're getting rated. Hey, Mayo. Hey, Adorable. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing all right. Y'all are coming on over from macro. Cool. Oh, I'm getting music accidentally. Yeah, no worries. If you want to lurk, just hang out. It's all good. I'm all chill with that. I have only one request. If you want, please make sure to hit that like button or dislike it. It'd be much appreciated. And if you want to enjoy the stream and you want to see more live streams and content like this, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's very much appreciated. Anywho, yeah, picked this up a few weeks ago via a vlog. It was the one that put me into debt. Who wants to go back and watch past vlogs? Yeah, this one was quite heavy to carry home. Last year was there. You can tell you all about it. It's a heavy set, but I have enjoyed the build process nonetheless. Hey, Lego Team B. Hey, YOLO. Hey, Secret Squirrel. Anna, how's it going? Again, if you want to hop on, let me know. I can shoot a link towards you if you want to pop onto the chat here. We can have at her. So, alrighty. Bag 36 and 37. Let's get to it. Much appreciated, Lego Team B. Yeah, I've been lurking in the chat for some people, engaging when I can, hopping in, hopping everywhere, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's been a great community stream so far. So, yeah. Hello, Get the Brick. How's it going? All right, I'll shoot you a link, Mayo. We can have this going. Let's see. You're buried deep in my DMs. I'll just look you up real quick. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a wonderful night so far. Alright, there's your link. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, a lot of cool minifigures in this set, and I love the fact that it's supposed to connect to the Ninjago City Gardens. I'm a big Ninjago guy, for those who don't know. I love my Ninjago, and occasional Star Wars stuff, that kind of thing. But yeah, this, as soon as I found it was revealed, it was a must-have for me. So, but yeah, alrighty, we've got a lot of dark gray and light gray bricks, so we could be here for a while because I end up getting stuck looking at the same amount of parts. So, okay. Can't see the microphone from Dale, so we'll just leave that there. So, yeah. Anywho. Let us see. how things will progress. Ah, here we go. How's it going, Mayo?
How's it going, TMOG?
It's
Ninjago,
going. It's
am I
going.
right?
Yeah, I've just been chilling. Pot was lurking there on macro stream. Pretty cool stuff. Builds and such, you know. Uh,
The
yeah.
capture to work. Trying to cap a window. Because I'm not all that hyped about the August 1 sets, if I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah. There's a few that I'm like okay on, but a good majority I'll probably wait to get. There's just one set for sure I know I'll be picking up. But
I'm
we'll see.
normally not hyped about most of the release waves, but after I did my tier list, I was able to pick out 3 sets that I might buy if they go on sale. I've got a long list of sets that I might buy if they go on sale. I know that I definitely want to get some of the Indiana Jones sets that came out in March when they go on sale. And there is 2 Dreams sets that are coming out that have my fancy. Although it seems like, well, since I'm subscribed to a Jastifer, it seems like they're already out just because the LAN people have already done their early reviews of them. Same with the Sonic Green Hill Zone set. That's another one.
Yeah, they've been getting some of them early. Kind of gives
Because
everyone a look and see what they want, you know? All the
do any of the
details.
Sonic sets appeal to you?
Just the one. It's like the Tales Workshop kind of
Oh
set. I
yeah,
don't know the
that
exact name off the
one.
top of my head, but that one, just because I think Sonic might stay exclusive to that set, but
You mean that
any
version of
Tales.
Sonic? That version of
Yes.
Sonic. Because for those who don't know, with the Sonic sets that are going to come out, there's 2 different variants of Sonic.
Hmm.
And I have never been a Sonic fan, but much like how Star Wars, which I'm not a fan of, I've always respected those franchises. I'm also not a Marvel fan, but I've always really respected the MCU. So I think if I can find the Green Hill Zone on sale, it's got some pretty cool play features, and I don't have a Sonic figure.
Yeah, that's a
I
pretty
was kind
fun
of
molded head.
I was kind of disappointed with the ID's Green Hill Zone, if I'm going to be honest.
Right. Well, it's okay. I don't mind it. It's a nice little display set. Like, if you
Yeah.
buy it with that going into it, I don't think you'll necessarily have any dislikes with it. I mean, well, sorry, you will dislike Eggman. This is me being a, somewhat casual viewer fan of Sonic, so I don't know if I should be speaking because I don't know much, but I bought the set because I thought it looked cool, and it worked perfectly for me because a majority of the sets go on a shelf for display after I review them, so it's like, yeah, this is perfect for me. Nice little
Yeah,
shelf dedicated to it.
yeah, I think, because in its own right, the Sonic ID's Green Hill Zone looks good on display, but the fact that the new one has so much playability kind of lessens my opinion of
Fair.
the ID's version. And really, any playset will do that. Will do that to you.
Yeah.
Because what type of Lego set would you want to build? A set that's going to sit on the shelf collecting dust, or a set that you can actually play with?
See, now with the sets that you're supposed to play with, I expect them to kind of have some use resistant to wear and tear. Now, I know it's plastic, it's fine, but just I don't know. I've seen some reviews for the Sonic sets with a little ball you can throw them in and rip them about, and some people have reported saying that like it scratches really easily against it when you use it. So it's like it kind of deters me from actually buying it to try it out. So I don't know. Seems like one of those things that people might want to buy off for Clink a few times, just have it in pristine condition, kind of thing. So we'll see. But yeah, Green Hill. What was it? There's like 2 sets that come with Eggman, isn't there? I know they're expensive ones.
Yeah, because there's the one the Green Hill Zone comes with the Eggman, and then Eggman comes on his own.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going. What I've heard a lot of people say they actually prefer the one with the Eggman on its own because it's such a better version of Eggman.
Yeah.
Than the Ideas version, which was a little bit controversial.
Yeah, that one, it was a brick-built mess. I like assembling it and then just having it on display. It's not something fun to have in my own personal collection. Like, I'd be happy to tuck that thing away and forget it. I have it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's because it's kind of the same meme-worthy build as the Eagle from the Iron Man Hall of Armor.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
People really hated that Eagle because it was such a blocky build.
Well, if memory serves correctly, you go back and review the movie. It's like, keep in mind, it's Lego. Like, how else are you gonna really perfect that? I think that they got pretty close enough that it's okay for my standards, at least for accuracy in a Lego set, you know.
But I know a lot of people who absolutely clowned on that Eagle.
Right. That's still a set I'm gonna pick up.
Because that was at the same time as the Fireman meme from Marvel, and that was about 3 months before a man fell into a river in Lego City started trending.
Ah, the classics. Let's see, does that go there? Okay. Is that the microphone piece I was looking for earlier? Yeah, it is. Nice. Actually, I think I'll do something interesting because I know that there's some new people here I know. Or not, sorry, that didn't make sense. There's some people I know who are just lurking there, so I will do this. If I know you well enough to trust you, feel free to hop on.
I don't know what's up with my OBS. Maybe it's because of the small screen. Yeah, that's probably it. Although it didn't have this problem for me before. I gotta mess around with my virtual cam.
It's all good. My main concern is like I'm obviously not going to transport this set when it's fully built because I know the separate sections, but I'm curious at the same time how difficult it would be to transport with all the sections. You know? Just stuff like that I always have weird questions, I guess, regarding how that would go about. So, I don't know.
Yeah, in 15 minutes I'm gonna probably finish building bag 11 of Unity Street.
Nice. How many bags are in that set?
12.
Well, not bad. You're making progress. Yeah, this set has been very enjoyable for me. Like, for the 500 Canadian it came to a total being, I don't have any complaint. Well, I can name one little nitpick I have, is the gear system at the top for the gondola. It does like to pop off a little bit more than I'd like. I probably could mod it. I would have to spend the time figuring out how to mod it, though. But that's the only real annoyance I have with this set. Everything else has been perfect.
I know a lot of Ninjago people that bought that on day one, and they're not crazy about how much space the gondola takes up.
It doesn't bother me. I mean, I get it. Like, it's an interesting feature, but it absolutely is taking the place of other shops in the build. But I don't know. It's something new. I don't correct me if, at the chat or anyone if I'm wrong, but I don't think Lego's really tackled the gondola before, have they?
And also, it takes a really long time. It takes way too many hand crank rotations to get that to move.
Yeah. Well, one thing I found is if you remove the gear that pops off a lot, it's a lot easier to turn. So it makes me question if it's a stability thing or whatever that's in there, because it seems like it's restricting it a little.
Yeah. And it's not a smooth motion. It really jitters along up that incline.
That's true.
Well, didn't they do a gondola for the Spider-Man bridge set for Spider-Man 2 in 2004 or something?
They might have. Would that make it the first time they've done this in like X many years then?
Let me go to a brick set and see if I'm right about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
I know
people who have that set. I know people who have that set in their cities.
Right.
Spider-Man 2 bridge, 2004 or something.
Hey, Dion, you're up late. How's it going, man?
Where is it? Yeah, the Spider-Man vs. Green Goblin set 4852. Okay, 4852. Let me see if Brickset has any good images of this. Oh no, it wasn't Spider-Man vs. Green Goblin. It was the final showdown. Yeah, set 4852. 2003. It was discontinued in 2004. Well, had less than 12 months shelf life. Yeah, they did the cable car system for this set, and instead of being on a rack rail, it used the string and pulley system. Hey Anna.
Okay.
Let me log in. Wait, yeah, let me log into Brickset so I don't have to deal with the ads.
Oh, I forgot Brickset had ads. I've always been logged in, so I haven't logged in to Brickset without like being logged in kind of thing.
Yeah,
experience the ads in forever.
Whenever anyone uses Brickset, make sure to log in so that you don't have to deal with the ads. And it's very easy to make an account for Brickset, even if you don't want to lodge your collection in Brickset, just make an account so that you don't have to deal with the ads.
Oh, that's the Spider-Man set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
And it uses those old. Well, it uses that canopy that they've used in a couple trains that came after this.
Right on.
Yeah, because they got it in red there. I think they also used it in some fire tractor trailers, and they used it in that weird Ford Juniors Jack Stone Octane tanker back in 2003.
Right.
That had the yellow, white, and chrome silver tank trailer on the back.
Huh.
And in this Spider-Man set.
Interesting. I wonder how that would compare to like the two gondolas. I wonder how that would compare to this one. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Why not? There we go.
And I'm pretty sure, the ramps on that are the same from the Racers sets. Because if anyone remembers the Racers with the clockwork motors and the pullback motors back in the early to mid 2000s, where you could race them on that track system. I believe that's the same track system, which was a slight modification of the road system from the highway construction set, which is legendary from 2000.
Huh. Where do you know?
Because the highway construction from 2000 was the first time there was Lego road plate compatible ramp pieces at a 45-degree angle. If anyone remembers that set, you get a veteran's discount.
So I forget, which set are you building there, Anna?
So I'm actually taking some stuff apart and just kind of organizing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I had like my purple tower. I was working on the trying to do the same type of thing that the Taj Mahal had, and didn't quite work. So I was gonna try and keep forcing it to work, but sometimes you just gotta step back and say this isn't working. I'm not gonna keep pushing it, right?
Fair enough.
And then I get all those pieces back too, so it's like a win.
Yeah, recycle them essentially into a new project. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And then I've been making picture frames for some of my purple artwork with my purple pieces too. So I started this guy here.
Oh wow.
And then I can't find the artwork that goes in it, but it kind of fits perfect. And I'm thinking about starting to sell them at the art shows that I'm signing up for.
Right.
Instead of focusing on I haven't been focusing as much on my other mediums, and I kind of consider Lego a medium. And I'm kind of at the point now with myself where I'm like, okay, either you need to somehow make this pay off or start focusing on the other things.
I get that.
So try some mixed media with Lego.
That's good.
Which one are you working on?
The Ninjago City markets. I'm almost done. I'm hoping. I'm not sure if I will. I'm hoping I might be able to finish it tonight. I don't know though. It's a big one. Not that I'm trying to rush or anything. It's very fun. So fun. You just build fast, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey Tyler, how's it going?
Wow, Life Bricks is up late.
Yeah, he's a night owl.
Well, then Life Bricks would have missed a bunch of people's streams who've been night owls this weekend.
It's all good. I messed up a little. Where's my brick separator? Yeah, I was hoping when I first heard about the 72-hour live that I'd be able to get my regular scheduling slot, but I was like, I could do midnight my time. I'm up that time anyways. So here we are. Hey, Dusty, how's it going?
I'm guessing you can't change a live stream to be for subscribers only until a week out from when it actually starts.
Interesting.
Because I'm trying to tinker with the live stream I'm going to do in August, and it's not letting me change it.
Interesting. I don't really mess around with those specific modes much. so I wouldn't know.
I forget. Let me try something. I'm gonna do some experimentation with this because I'm curious now. I want to test my theory.
There's 2 bananas to go buy 2 bananas. Appreciate it, Tyler. For the $2 dono. Yeah, as long as around the desk. Yeah, this is $2. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Macro, how's it going?
Cheers, cheers. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah. He is a Marky Mark and whatever his crew was.
The Funky Punch.
Yeah, the Funky Bunch. Because for those who don't know, Mark Wahlberg was a wannabe rapper before he became an actor. That was in the same era as Vanilla Ice, and the only reason I like Good Vibrations is because it was in one of the Mighty Ducks movies.
Oh, cool.
So just
Hello, I'm going to be butchering the name here. Han Sky? Welcome.
Yeah.
Hope I got that right.
Cheers, Hans Scotty.
Oh, there's like a little bridge? Oh, that's so cool. The little things impress me.
You liking that one better than the City Gardens?
I've gone as far as to say this feels more like a Gardens than the Gardens.
Okay.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Just with like all the plant life and whatnot that's in this.
Now, do you have the botanicals too?
No, I don't know if that's one I'll get. We'll see. Might take some convincing. I'm very picky on what sets I buy because of space.
Same.
Why does that not want to go on? You have every reason to attach. Why don't you? Okay. Ah, stickers, my favorite. Especially with this set. 3 different sheets.
I wonder if there's a market if you could print, if you got a pad printer, if you could print the Lego stickers, but you know what I mean, but an actual print instead, if people would be into that.
I think one of the girls in my log might actually do that, but like
Nice.
she's not allowed to make money like on the side with the job that she has, so she'll like do it for like Lego.
Product, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you're selective about what sets you're doing it on, I think a lot of people would still want that. Be a good one. I feel.
Actually, I was gonna talk to her about like for next year for Brick World. I got like a whole bunch of the 2x4 white plates. Maybe throwing some words on that, like my Instagram handle or something.
Right on, right on.
Yeah, there's lots of people doing that this year, putting stuff on, getting stuff printed.
I put little like little trophies on there, but I didn't like print anything. And I talked to a couple of the companies that did it, but it just sounded too expensive. I'm like, if I can just trade her for Lego, like I'm just gonna go that route. She's local, I know her, like she won't rip me off.
Mm-hmm. Why does that not want to go?
Whoa.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, I got those on, don't I? Sure did.
Oh, this whole section's loaded with stickers.
Okay. Yeah, I just skip the stickers. I have no interest in. I would glue Lego together before I put stickers on them. Like, I really feel like it's less of a crime because the stickers just like crumble and like they're crap. Like,
Yeah,
Generally
I get
don't
that.
put the stickers on. This one is Uptown House.
I don't know, as long as it's not like something weird like on a 1 by whatever, I am normally okay with it. The bigger the sticker, sometimes the better.
yeah.
Really depends. Just leave Lego poop parts in the mocks that are the. Alright. 12, that is this one. Why is it dark red on light red?
Oh, that's too funny. Just don't let no one see you doing it.
Oh, okay. If a mock is cool, leave like a poop part. Okay, that's a weird rating system, but funny, I guess. It's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were saying the other schmuck shit.
It's the shit, yeah.
One, two,
I get it, I get it. That's an extra.
sheesh. Uh-oh. Everything there was darn good. I don't even know if you could put.
Yeah, so I just tested that really quickly, and yeah, it's not to do with how far it's scheduled out. So maybe it has something to do with the creation date.
Right on.
I need to do some Google searching.
What's going on, man? What's too far out?
I'm trying to schedule something out for August for.
No, I'm trying to see when YouTube lets you change a stream from anyone can watch to subscribers only.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood.
Oh, wait! I just realized why you're bringing that up. This set literally has a poop feature in this set. I completely forgot about that.
A what feature?
A poop flushing feature.
Oh, the toilet flushes.
Yeah. I haven't quite researched far into how that connects. I know where it exits, but I haven't researched into how that connects. That's kind of one thing I just want to figure out as I build, you know?
You haven't got that far in the instruction. You haven't built that part yet, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, nice. There's a little sticker that teases the gardens. I like that. There's quite a few Easter eggs to other Ninjago sets in this set. I quite like it. There's one sticker in this set that's referencing the employee gift, the temple celebrations. I have a sealed copy, and it's like, oh, that's referenced in the markets. Maybe I should crack open that set. And I remember how much it's going for, and I'm like, maybe not.
Maybe not.
For sure, next time I have about $400 just lying around, I'll buy another copy to crack open.
that kind of funny how we think that way, though? Like, you already have one. So, like, if you have another $400 and you're considering selling that one, like, you should just feel okay to open the one that you already have. Right? But, I mean, I do the same thing.
I feel like, I fall in that category. Like, I want a sealed copy and then a built copy.
Yeah.
If it's something like that.
I feel you on that.
But if it's like a set like this, I'll crack it open. I don't care. I mean, I'd be buying another copy for the build experience because I already have the figures that come in it because they were sprinkled about the 10th anniversary sets. So.
There's Johnny. Wonderful job, everyone playing at the Legos. YOLO. Good to see you again. Tag 7.
Oh, Vinny. Nice.
Where's that one going? Is there? That's about 8. So 2 bags, 7 small.
I think the first ever leak we got about this set was this minifigure here, Vinny. His torso was mixed in with the Black Falcon Archer. That's how we got teased or confirmed that the set was coming out. Here, I'll show it up here. The camera will focus. For anyone wondering. So let's see. Want to focus? No, I don't think it will. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Sometimes it wants to focus, sometimes it doesn't. So, yeah.
Yeah, I just figured out how to do it. Cool.
Neato.
I just followed a tutorial because what you got to do is you got to go into. You got to go in. If anyone ever wants to set their live streams to subscribers only, what you got to do is you got to go to YouTube Studio. You got to go to content and then live. And then if you hover over whatever live stream you're doing, there should be a button for customization.
Yeah, I don't know where his legs are at, so I'll just continue building until I find them. Okay, let's switch up.
Yeah, no, sorry, for view in live control room. And then if you click on edit from there and go to customization, then you can switch between anyone subscribers or approved users.
I just realized, was I supposed to? Yeah, I grabbed only one bag when I'm supposed to grab 2.
Mayo, you're saying you're changing one of your videos from public to subscribers only?
Yeah, a lot of people have their live streams be subscribers only so they don't have to deal with any bots in their chat.
Yeah, I think good call.
Or any spammers.
For trolls.
I haven't had that issue yet, and I hope I don't have to, but...
It's been a while. It kind of came in droves. It'd come, it would go.
So if anyone out there has also dealt with trolls in their chat lately, feel free to let us know and share your experience.
The Russian bots.
That is not what that is.
Because I think from now on, just to avoid any spammers, I'm gonna have it to be. You have to be subscribed for at least 1 week.
Yeah.
To protect myself, because you know how I've been saying I've needed to make big changes. Well, that's one of the big changes.
Yeah, I saw that troll on your on one of your comments. It actually kind of pissed me off. I don't remember if I replied or not. Part of me was like, well, maybe I should just not, because that's what people are typically going after, right?
Mhm.
But I hate people just being jerks just to be jerks. It's
Because I know that Ingrid has a whole host of jerks that come onto her stream and just do random crap. They get banned every single time, and so then they make new channels. That's one example I can think of.
Wow.
And lest we not talk about the BFAB situation.
He's got it pretty bad, unfortunately.
He told me that he's gonna try and go to court. There we go. Just made
Johnny
those
says he
changes.
gets stabby.
Anyway, I'm going to move over and try finish building bag 4. Try build bag 4. Not bag 4, bag 11.
It's stabby run trolls. That's awesome.
At least not in public, Johnny. Good thing you don't get stabby in public. A lot quieter streaming at 1 in the morning, eh?
Yeah, it's all good.
You guys don't all talk once now.
I feel like I'm cheating because I'm unbuilding stuff instead of building.
Unbuilding.
The reverse builder. I don't know. Attempt to play on words with the reverse flash.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Well, there's so many times I go onto someone's stream and I unbuild a set, and normally when I unbuild a set, it's because I'm planning to use the pieces to make a mock out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm building a mock, so.
Because this will probably be up your alley, TMOG. On my city update recently, I included some Ninjago mocks I made of taking apart the X1 Ninja Charger and the Boulder Blaster, combining those.
Are we talking the legacy ones or the original? Okay.
The legacies, not the OGs. And I combined them with some of the pieces from my collection to turn them into mocks for Asian Town, because I don't need Ninjago vehicles, I need Ninjago structures.
Yeah, I'm mostly surprised that LEGO doesn't do more structures, but at the same time, I'm kind of content with the modulars we get every other year.
And so I'm reasonably happy with what I was able to accomplish, considering they were vehicles originally. But when I move house and settle into a new house next year, I'm definitely going to take the time to do a big overhaul of some of my mocks. Every now and then, I feel it's good to do an overhaul of any given mocks, because let's be honest, a mock isn't done. A mock isn't done until LEGO stops adding pieces to their parts inventory.
Ain't that the truth?
And some people say a mock is never done until you take it apart and start over.
Let's not talk about my neighbor, but my neighbor's building is lost. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, it was actually through Mayo's story that I saw about this community live stream, and I just was like, I originally was going to do 1 hour, or I was just going to build like the Bionicle promo or something like that. I was like, no, I want to hash this out. So I kind of scooped in there and took up the rest of the other slots I was going to get my hands on.
Nice, might as well. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
You got the time and you're a night owl. Lots of night owls.
I'm awake anyways, you know, and just chilling.
And
Let's
people
finish
figure
bag
this out.
5,
Yeah,
shall
they
we?
don't.
No, sorry, we're not bag 5.
That's what I
Bag
thought.
11. Why do I always say the wrong bag names? God damn it.
It happens. Let's see. No worries. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, really? People are army building the 330 seconds? Ah, dang.
Oh, good morning, Nikki. Late for you.
I'm tempted to go out hunting for the new battle pack, but it's so close to the first. I'm kind of like, why bother? Just wait until I can get points off of it. Because I'm like that. Hello, Nikki.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming out, like the city stuff coming out August 1st, but same thing. I'll just wait till it goes on sale or double
Yeah.
points.
Yeah. I haven't heard
Just
much about purchases for August 1st, so I'm a little worried about, is it worth splurging or not?
For what you looking for?
I'm kind of hinting at that in my vlogs, but so I'm not going to give full details away, but there is one set from Lego Dreams, maybe one from Marvel, Star Wars, stuff like that, Don't give
But
too much away.
it's enough
Like
that
a
you
whole
want it day one, is what you're saying?
Sorry?
It's enough that you want it day one, is what you're saying?
Yes. Yeah, I got this whole thing going on with my vlogs that I started ever since I came back from Chicago, where I do end credit scenes, and my main viewers who watch the channel, who have watched the vlogs, the feedback I've been more or less understanding is that everybody likes the end credit scenes as like a teaser for what I plan on getting next. I figure I'll keep that whole trend going on,
Nice.
If it works, go with it.
Yeah, may as well. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I already explained at the start of the stream the sets that I want to get from August 1st.
Right on. Master Mega Mono, okay.
I will never buy I will never buy anything on day one unless there's a vintage gift with purchase. Like if they're like when they had the Blacktron Cruiser on the 1st of January.
There was one of those for auction on Hoosier Stream.
Yeah, and you bought it.
No, I bought a different one.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. You bought the 6-wheeler, that's white with the orange crane arm.
Yeah, I was almost gonna get it and just to see if TJ wanted it, Titanium J. I don't know if he has there or seen it or not. But that's up his alley too.
Yeah.
If TJ was here, I feel like he would have scooped this up. What was it,
Yeah, because
$32?
the 2019 city space sets were based on the National Geographic, and the 2022 or 2021 city space sets were based on the Artemis mission. That's what they were. They were based on the Artemis mission.
I believe Macro's building the Hocus Pocus set, if I'm...
Oh. Yes, Hocus Pocus, you betcha.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Brickbods, who has their segment for the 72-hour live stream.
Oh, they're funny.
In the Atlantic afternoon tomorrow, I believe they're still building the Hocus Pocus set.
Nice. It's a good set. I didn't get it for the actual Hocus Pocus set itself. I got it for the medieval looking building.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when I saw the Hocus Pocus, I was like, is that a Disney version of the medieval blacksmith?
Yeah, it kind of is. With the water wheel on the side. I mean, you could customize it and turn the interior into that pretty quick. I'll figure out something to do with it.
Was Dreams delayed in the Australia? Or what, is that what he said? Yeah, Australia. Interesting.
I like that this Unity Street has a lot of the medium nougat coloured 1x5 plates. The 90th anniversary castle had a lot of the black 1x5 plates.
Wait, isn't the second half of Lego Dreams, the TV show, coming out on August 1st? I could have sworn that it was, unless I'm mistaken, unless it's like September.
Yeah, I don't know why they staggered the release dates of the episodes. I have no idea.
Keeps interest, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it either, because, you know, I want to binge it all right away. You know, I want to know the relevancy of the sets. But
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what TV show, what movie, or what stupid Lego app any sets are based on. I just care about the set itself, and I think I speak for lots of people when I say that.
I don't know. I really like the elves. I wish they would have done more with that. Like, I used to watch the little tiny video clips on my computer with my niece and nephew whenever I was over there, and they just loved that.
Well, now that you said elves, a door build is going to be jumping up and down in her gaming chair because somebody said elves.
I absolutely love the elves line. I think
Imagine if
that's
they come out with Animal Crossing. Both Ruth and Snowlana would just lose their minds over that because they love Animal Crossing.
I don't care about Lego players.
Whenever they come out with the elves line, that's the first line that I actually like. One in every single one. And I think I got almost all of them. I think I'm missing like 2.
Hello, Squidman.
Elves was
Hey,
what I learned.
we've talked about this. You're not supposed to be late. Nah, you're good. How's it going?
These movies need to be as need to be as realistic as possible. Any rendering errors they just grease my oil. They just grind my gears. That's what a Star Wars fan would be like.
Wait, Dream's second half episodes leaked online? Show me where. Show me.
Let's be honest, everything Lego does gets leaked online. Are we
Seems like it's their current marketing strategy.
Because it's almost like Lego wants it to get leaked.
I'm sure they do. It builds the hype.
Or you could just.
Show I kind of wish they would have continued is Nexo Nights. I know growing up, I loved that show. I haven't gone back and rewatched it, unfortunately, nowadays. Just been too busy, but I loved the sets. They were really cool. I'm still tracking down a few. I wanted to get all the mechs, and I'm still missing the Aaron one. But I love that theme.
I watched one episode of Nexo Nights, and I was like, nah.
Hello. Hey.
Hey, Miss
Cheers,
Amber.
Miss
Amber, you have been here, there, and everywhere.
Oh, I know.
72 hours.
Busy.
And because this stream is powered by StreamYard, our TMOG is now maxed out.
I can remove my face cam if need be. Just let me know if anyone wants to pop on, and I'll remove my hideous face. That's good. Oh, Squidman, you got your work cut out for you if you got to go back and rewatch them all.
Gotta catch 'em all.
One. No point in starting now.
I have a friend who literally has like 8 phone lines for her Pokemon. It's kind of funny.
That's the extreme. Holy cow.
And then her husband probably has like 4 or something. Like they just go catch them all.
No, yeah, no doubt.
It's pretty funny.
Hardcore.
is this?
I miss getting there. Sanctuary.
Nobody spoiled nothing. I'm just very intrigued by what I just have built. It doesn't make sense, but I'm intrigued. Oh, I must have done something wrong. That isn't on right. Is it? What?
Well, Jacob, I hate to be that guy, but I gotta jump into chat in case I doze off. Then I'm not on camera sleeping,
That's all good.
giving people the
Appreciate you
wrong
popping
ideas.
in.
But just before you go, Mark, well done with Unity Street.
Oh, nice. Looking good.
Nice.
I love like the size of that set too. It's gonna look good in your city mail.
It will.
I'm wondering what did I do wrong here?
Man, this thing shuts off. Still haven't fixed that glitch. Cool. Well, I'll be not in lurk mode, but I'll just be in chat.
Yeah, no worries. Appreciate it.
Shit, my eyes are just heavy, so.
Have a good night, Mark.
All good.
You catch up with you soon,
Have a great
Anna.
night, Mark.
Talk to you soon, Jacob. Take care, Miss
Later.
Amby. Cheers, Mayo. Everyone in
care,
chat.
Mark.
Have a great
Oh,
night.
also, before you go, Mark, you
Whoa,
won
okay.
you won my sig fig, you won Shang-Chi, and you've won a 1 month free trial of any of my Patreon levels of your choice.
And
Nice.
you won our hearts.
I got your sig fig, so can we pay that one forward to like the next person?
Yeah, I can make a donation to anyone of your choosing.
Okay, I'm gonna go enter in a bunch of names here, put them in a hat, and draw one.
What am I getting
Don't
wrong
do
here?
me because I've got his sig fig too.
Okay, good to know. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
You too, Mark.
Yeah. So I'm guessing bag 12 will be for some of the foliage outside. Excuse me.
I'm puzzled. What did I get wrong here? I know I got
don't think
something.
we've met Anna
What?
Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Miss Amby.
How long have you been into Lego?
I've been kind of into it probably like 7 years or so. I got into it for like the artistic aspect of it, and I used to sort for like just therapeutic kind of stuff.
Cool.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Oh, I just did the same thing I was trying to fix.
What are you working on, Miss Amby?
Sorry?
What are you working on?
I'm working on the Modular Jazz Club.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been Miss Amby's build project, this whole event.
Yep, I'm on bag 9 right now.
Nice.
Wow, it is almost 2. I did not even realize that.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're having fun. Oh no. Yeah.
Mail, did you find
Yeah, sounds good, Tyler.
Did you find this build was a bit flimsy?
In some places, yes, I did.
Yeah.
Particularly when you've got the awkward sections outside, or you're trying to build some of the columns and wedge
Yeah.
windows in between the columns. Those can get a little bit off kilter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Lord of the Rings sets are pretty good. I'll always remember how good the Lake Town set was. I actually like Lake Town better than Helm's Deep, if I'm going to be perfectly honest.
So what kind of themes do you collect, Anna?
I like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, the elves, Disney princess.
Mhm.
I'm bigger on parts actually. I kind of buy the Disney ones for the minifigures,
Mhm.
and yeah, I like to buy sets specifically for like certain color pieces, purples, magentas, that kind of thing, and then like transparents.
Nikki is asking what we're building. I am building the Ninjago City markets. Miss Amby's building the jazz club, and what's my other building? I forget.
I just got done building bag 11 of Unity Street, and bag 12 looks like it's just the foliage on the sidewalk outside.
And
I'm gonna build that over on a door build stream who's gonna be live in 2 hours. And Mark, I'm going to put Main Street next to Unity Street.
I'm actually gonna tap out too. I'm about to stop in point, so
No worries. Appreciate you hopping on.
good joining y'all. And,
Nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you, Miss Amby. Bye, Mayo. See you later, TMOG.
Great rest of your night.
See you later.
Yeah, I just saw there's a door with a sticker for an open sign. I'm not going to put that open sign on the set, much like how I'm not going to put stickers that go on the wall panels on the set either.
Right.
But there's this 199 street address or something. I don't know where the hell that goes. I gotta see where it goes in the instructions.
Printed both versions. What do you mean both versions there, Grant?
Oh, there's a little tile. Yeah, there's a little vibrant coral colored tile that goes on.
How is this supposed to work? For starters, do the build right. Then you'll know. Who would have guessed? If you build the build wrong, it won't work. Okay, what did I get wrong here?
There we go.
By 4? Oh. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh.
It goes right there. Goes to the chair. Oh, it's already there. So there must be 2 versions of that then. Oh no, one goes up on the table above. I wasn't going to flick through the instructions, so I consulted the back of the box instead.
Hey,
Hello.
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
How's it going?
Going pretty good, man. What about you?
I can't complain, you know.
Yo,
Wait,
can
nice
you guys hear
stream.
that fan in my room right now or no? Can you guys hear the fan?
No, I don't hear no fan.
No,
Alright.
we can't hear the fan.
It's like 90 degrees here, man. I need that fan on.
So how is the world of Star Wars and bad directors of the sequels going along?
Going good, man. I mean, you know, we got Ahsoka in a couple weeks now, and hopefully it's all good. Mayo, do you watch are you like a Star Wars fan? Like, do you like?
No, as I've gone around saying I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I have a big respect for the franchise. And I think I came to the realization this weekend that I am a Captain Rex stan, so I like that he's the top of the town right now.
I mean, have you seen all the movies and shows or no?
No, the only I've seen scenes of I've seen some scenes of, I think, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones, some scenes of Force Awakens, but before The Last Jedi came out, when we used to have cable TV, there was a Star Wars pop-up channel, and I told myself I can't go my whole life without watching a full Star Wars movie, even though I'm not a Star Wars fan. So I went and watched A New Hope, just because it's a classic.
So the only movie you've seen all the way through is A New Hope?
Yes.
That is nuts, man. I would have never suspected that.
That's crazy. I've watched them all, and I'm not a Star Wars fan.
Because I'm the type of person. I'm the type of person to say that Return of the Jedi is better than Empire.
Well, hey, I'm that way too. Yeah, Return of the Jedi is my second favorite.
Yeah, because for the most part, besides the battle on Hoth and the training of Luke in the Dagobah system, nothing else happens in Empire. It's just all the stopgaps in between them blowing up the Death Star and then getting the plans to blow up the reconstructed Death Star. There's really nothing. There's only two significant things that happens in Empire, and I think people blow it out of proportion.
I will not say you're wrong.
And the only reason I know anything that happens in the original trilogy is because of the Family Guy parodies of the original trilogy.
I hate when they get me to put Technic pins in places like would have been so much easier to put in earlier on.
I swear to God, a couple of brickheads, since they like Star Wars so much, they need to do a month of guests on their panel who know either absolutely nothing or very little about Star Wars, to get opinions from people who don't like Star Wars about Star Wars, because you cannot like Star Wars and still know things that go on, because the fandom is so vocal in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the best form of entertainment is when you go out of your comfort zone.
That's true.
It's kind of like when a TV show has a movie, and if the movie's just an extension of the TV show rather than its own separate canon, like there is no Simpsons fan out there who considers the Simpsons movie a part of the canon. There's no SpongeBob fan out there who considers the SpongeBob movie a part of the canon. There's no Thomas the Tank Engine fan that considers Thomas and the Magic Railroad a part of the canon. What makes movies based on TV shows stand out is if you take everything that the producers have built up and say, not anymore.
Yeah, I'm a huge Simpsons fan, and I would say that, Mail, about the film.
I'm not sure if if Beavis and Butthead fans consider Beavis and Butthead movie canon or not.
I don't know. Are there any
that movie's funny.
fans in the chat?
Is there a movie of Beavis and Butthead?
Pretty sure, right?
I
Isn't
wouldn't
there?
know.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Beavis and Butthead, but my brother is. And I want to say, like, I think it's pretty recent. I think the movie's pretty recent, because I think it's one of those things. I mean, the main show ended like 15, 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So I think the movie, like, I'm gonna look it up right now. I want to say like they came out like in 2016 or something. It was kind of like one of those like revival things. Let's see. When did the movie come out? It came out last year. Yeah, there's a Beavis and... That does not seem like only a year ago, but yeah, my brother and I watched that, yeah. But I've never seen any of the main show.
Was the film good?
It was, I mean, like, it truly is one of those things. And, like, I mean, from the little clips I've seen of the main show over the years and stuff, like, I feel like it's just genuinely one of those pieces of content that you just sit there and giggle the entire time. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, sure, 85% of it is just like very funny, and like you're really just there for a laugh. I feel, and that's what that movie did for me.
I will just want to tab in. I just wanted to tab in. Is that too much to ask?
What did you say, TMOG?
I'm just wanting this to tab in. It's a little loose in the back end here, and I'm just like trying to get the pieces to align. Okay, maybe.
Oh, TMOG, you wouldn't believe it, dude. You know those the most expensive Lightyear set, TMOG? That the one
The
with
XL15,
right? No.
Okay.
No, hold on. Just the ship, just that white ship.
Yep.
So I found like another 5. You know, I've been finding them for like $24 all the time, like through this clearance, which is like half off. But yesterday I found 4 more at $7 each, dog.
Bruh.
Yeah. I knew you would appreciate that.
It breaks my heart that they're going on that much of a clearance, because that means they aren't selling as well anymore, unfortunately. But hey.
Are you still doing that army build for them or no?
I was all talk with that. So army I do have plans for that I won't be able to talk for, but I just gotta plan for it, you know? I'm messing around too much with this. Cornhole, what is that? I'm willing to bet I know why it's not wanting to connect.
Well, if Dusty Bricks is Cornholio, does that mean he plays cornhole?
I think that's a Beavis and Butthead joke or reference.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Cornholio plays cornhole or not.
Huh.
Because for those who don't know, cornhole is the game where you have to toss beanbags at the board and you score points, and it's actually broadcast. There's actually they have their own league that's broadcasted on ESPN. I believe they're sponsored by Johnson's Hot Dogs or something.
Yo, this is probably a very basic question, but what's everyone picking up on August 1st?
Not liberty to quite say, but it's Dreams, Star Wars, and Marvel.
Dreams. That's pretty much it.
Like, you guys are getting the entire wave? Like, when you guys just say Dreams and like Dreams...
No, the specific sets. I'm not saying because I got this thing going on my channel where my regular viewers, you know, I got this... I'm teasing what I'm getting, you know? They gotta wait until the vlog comes out to see what I got, you know?
Yeah, I'm getting
punishing that
ones. I think the only ones I'm really wanting is the turtle, the Pegasus.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful set, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I want the turtle van at the set of 3 buildings from Dreams and the Green Hill Zone from Sonic. I don't buy any sets on release day unless they have a good gift with purchase. So I normally never buy on day one. And since I'm a vintage fan of Lego, #AFOL, a fan of old Lego, I'm very selective about what sets I buy. So I normally don't buy into the hype, which will explain my tier list video that's coming out in 12 hours. No, sorry, 14 hours.
What do you think is the most overhyped set of the year?
Vendor.
Yeah.
Really? I saw images of...
Everybody's like so excited for it, and I think everyone's going to end up being so disappointed because they're having all these big expectations for it. Like, they're already getting disappointed with the week, you know, and it's just...
That breaks my heart, man.
Sorry?
So that breaks my heart, man. It's going to be #1 set of the year.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I'm a little excited for it, but I do feel like everyone's just like got these big expectations for it. I'm like, come on, When has Lego Star Wars ever done something 100% right lately?
You know, lately, keyword lately there. Yeah, I was about to come back and say, hey, in 2009 they did it perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like before I went to do my tier list about various Star Wars sets either coming out available or long retired, I went to look at images of the Venator, and it actually looks kind of cool.
Well, I mean, there's no images of the actual set yet.
Yeah, because the leaked pictures, I like how it's got the
there's
dark
no
red accent.
There's not even a leaked image of we have not seen anything regarding the actual, like, we've only seen the minifigures leaked out of the set.
Oh, maybe it was concept art then.
Yeah. I mean, there's that one concept thing that, like, I believe me, I think, like, everyone, like, or I can at least speak for myself, like, I can't wait till the actual box art gets revealed, since I never want to have to use that concept or look at that concept ever again in my life. I'm getting sick of looking at that concept box art. People have been using that for 3 years now, man, and I'm sick of looking at it.
Well, at least that concept art looks kind of cool.
Well, it does, yeah. No, I mean, but like again, like, and I think that's more like, I mean, for me, I mean, again, I'm kind of in that game 7 days a week where it's like I see that image way too much.
The Star Wars Advent calendars.
I think it's going to cost the same as the Razor Crest, if I remember correctly.
$650 for the Venator, and is Razor Crest just 6? I think it's.
I don't know.
Isn't the Razor Crest? Well, also you guys are both out of the country, or, out of the USA.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a question. Here's a question, Tyler. What do you think of the Chewbacca?
So my take on that is just like, I think I can see where they're going at with it. And it's like, for me, it's just, if I was like, if I could just tell them my true thoughts and decide what to do with that set, I mean, I would have just told them, look, like, I mean, for that $200 spot, whether they want to do another buildable character or not, there's probably 10 other characters that would just objectively look better, that they could probably do better in this very moment. Because even then, I say, like, look, I mean, it's probably just not meant to be. I mean, save it 5 years down the line, come up with a couple new piece elements, make the ball joints in dark brown. Like, once you have, like, proper colors, a couple new elements, revisit it in maybe 5-10 years, and you could probably do it a little bit better. But I think with how, the pieces they have now, the techniques they have now, like, I haven't seen it in person, like, physically myself, but, like, some of those, like, real life images, like, from Comic-Con, like, it does look a smidge better, and I think the body and the legs look fine. Like, I think that's basically fine. It's just that head that just looks eerie. The head is just, I mean, so again, I think it's just one of those things where, from a company, I think they could have made 50 different $200 sets and sold just factually more of them, for their own benefit, or again, just revisit it in a couple of years. That's my take on it.
You see someone picking up the Advent calendar, anyone?
I haven't seen the Advent calendars yet.
Oh.
No.
I've seen a few images. They look interesting.
Wait, what do you mean?
The
Star Wars one, TMOG?
Yeah, the Star Wars one. Like, I'll buy it when it comes to Costco, like, for $10 off. Hard it out, maybe keep like 2 or 3 figures.
Well, I'm fortunate that every year my dad gets us the Advent calendars to open up. He's been doing that for like 10 years. So every year I get, he buys the Star Wars one for me to open up. But then naturally, I mean, after Christmas on clearance and stuff, I'll pick up a bunch more probably, for cheap.
Yeah.
But my goal this year, like, I'll probably have to buy I'm not expecting my dad to buy it for me, but I would probably, do you guys ever know that there's that Fantasy Era Castle Advent calendar from, 2008?
Oh, yeah.
So I've been wanting that one forever. Naturally, the thing is, I would, want to get it sealed, obviously, so I could open it up like a real Advent calendar and not have it all, So, but, like, dude, they're expensive. Like, I've not seen one in the USA on eBay or Bricklink in, like, the year and a half I've been looking. And, like, other countries, I mean, Singapore for like $270, and then it's like you got shipping and tax. You're probably $350 out the door. It's like, for me, it's just one of those things. Like, factually, the value is just not there, and it's like I could say to myself, like, I could, then that's where you kind of have to like play that line in the sand of like, I've been wanting to open that specific advent calendar for like, basically my entire life, like, for 12 years, 10 years, whatever, like, you call it a decade almost. And it's like, is it worth it at this point, value proposition wise? Do I just spend the $350? And then it's like, I could just say to myself, look, like, after 10 years now, it's like $35 a year just to finally get to, enjoy it after a decade. And it's like, I kind of probably have to look at it like that, because like, it's just the more I wait, the more expensive it's going to get. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, I just got to keep on justifying it even more then. So this year, I think I'm going to buy that Fantasy Era Castle because that one's beautiful.
Wait, is Lego coming out with a Fantasy Era Castle?
No, it's just the one from 2008.
Oh, yeah, the King's Castle Siege from 2007.
Well, no, I'm talking about just the Advent calendar. The Fantasy Era, the Fantasy Era Advent calendar, yeah. It came out 2008, yeah.
Yeah, that was the same year they came out with the Fantasy Era a chess set that now sells for over $1,000.
Yeah, the big one. I didn't realize they made a big and a small one. Yeah, the big one's $1,000 and the small one's like $600-700. I mean, that's nuts.
because I think the big one came with a molded base plate that had like the jagged rocks on the edges. Or something.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. So that makes sense.
Yeah, and I believe that was exclusive to that set.
Yeah, my dream goal is to get all the Fantasy Era sets sealed again. I want a sealed copy and an open copy. Like that's like my like white whale of like I'm slowly trying to do it. I picked up like the Market Street last year for a good deal, sealed, and it's like. Again, it's just one of those things. It's like priorities, but Mayo, you just said so. What, you're a little bit more into the vintage stuff?
Yeah, because I was born in 2001. My brother was born in 1995. When he moved out of our house, I was 4 years old. So so I inherited all of my old brother's sets from the late 80s, early 90s. So that's partially why I love vintage Lego. But as a child, I remember walking into department stores, seeing the Fantasy Era Castle sets on shelves. I was 6 years old when the King's Castle Siege came out. I think the Tower Raid was a 2008 set because that's when they came out with the Orcs. 2007 was only the Crown Knights and the Skeletons. It wasn't until 2008 they came out with the Orcs, the Trolls, and the Dwarves. And I really wish I had the Dwarves mine, but I was not old enough to spend my own money. So the only one of those sets my parents bought me was the Tower Raid, and I believe they bought me the old supplementary box set that included one of the Crown Knights. Because back in the day they used to do what they called supplementary sets, which was a set that really should have been a poly bag, but it was boxed instead. They had them for Castle, they had them for Pirates, they had them for Lego City,
they had
them for a whole bunch of other things.
So, man, I was gonna ask. I mean, like, from your collector's perspective, like, I just don't know. I mean, I don't know how you collect. I mean, do you, now that I know you're a vintage, kind of, bias, kind of like that, like, do you just buy used? Do you look for sealed? I mean, do you buy sealed and then crack open? Do you have a preference? Like, how do you kind of collect in that aspect?
Well, for the vintage Lego, if I see good deals on eBay, or more importantly, if I see bulk lots on eBay, I'll buy it. But I'm primarily a mock builder, not a set builder. So even though I absolutely love the vintage sets in my city, whether they're big hunking sets like the 1988 Victory Lap Raceway, or they're small little vehicles, I have no trouble building mocks that look like they're vintage. So I try to build my mocks that look vintage. Since I never grew up in that era, the creative liberty I have to do is how can I turn all these newfangled specialized pieces in new colors? How do I make that look old? And for the most part, I've been able to do so. So, for example, when I was 7, my parents bought me the Star Wars Anakin Starfighter, and for my birthday, I got for my 7th birthday, I got the Stormtrooper battle pack. So, for example, with those two cockpits, I'd be like, how can I use a late 2000s era Star Wars canopy? How can I build that into a space ship that looks like it came out in the 80s? How can I make that happen? Because they didn't have a lot of curvature back in the 80s. They had more straight angled lines. And so the trick is, how can you get all this curvature and blend it in with right angles? And it's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge. And being a mock builder is an excuse not to have to break the bank and be, I'm a set only guy. I only like something vintage if it's official. I'm not that type of guy because I firmly believe the magic of Lego is taking a bunch of pieces and building whatever you want. Hyper realism is not for me, but contemporary builders are all about hyper realism, and that's okay.
So what? You don't have any official sets built? Like you break them all down for mocks, or
there are a select sets. So, for example, the modulars are too good not to have in a city. There are a lot of creator sets that, for the most part, have a lot of normal colors that can be blended well into a city. Sometimes I take a friend set or a Ninjago set and I think, how can I swap some of these colors, or how can I make these colors look tolerable to where it's a Back to the Future situation where you take a set from 2023 and make it look like it's in a town from 1983. Have to take some of those creative liberties, and I prefer play sets over vehicle sets, so I'm no stranger to taking modern vehicles for action themes like Ninjago or even Star Wars. If I ever found a good deal on a Star Wars ship that had a whole bunch of grey elements, stuff like that, even Dreams coming out, I'd be like, how can I use this build, change some of the colors and make it look old? It's kind of retrofitting, I suppose.
I see. I mean, do you have? So would you say right at this moment? I mean, do you have any singular official set that's like on your wish list, like heavy, where it's like, you buy it and you would keep it the same, or like does that just not exist?
Well, for example, with this Unity Street that I've just built, I would like to buy a duplicate in the future, much like how I got a duplicate of the Friends Main Street, one to make it look vintage and put it in my city, and another one to have it on display as the final build. And there are sets like the Marvel Sanctum Sanctorum and Daily Bugle that looks so good, it would be a crime not to put them in anyone's city.
So you don't have a white whale set? Like, you can confidently say that you just don't?
Well, I have probably my biggest white whale set is not the set you'd expect. It's not the airport shuttle. It's actually the Metroliner, because I'd say the Metroliner is my favorite set of all time, and trains is my favorite thing.
And so if you were to find a deal on that, say tomorrow, you would keep it as is, right?
Yes, I would. I would keep it as it is. If I was to find the medieval market village, which you said you were able to buy, I would.
Yep.
I would keep that. Yeah, I would keep that as is. I'm such a big castle fan. I've bought duplicates of the 90th anniversary castle. I kept one as is, and after I built the second one, I demolished my second one to make castle mocks to kind of flesh out the village. And there are a couple. Every now and then, you're going to see a set that comes out by Lego that's clearly using modern pieces, modern build techniques, modern details, and they don't look out of place in something with a whole bunch of 90s or 80s sets. Just got to make it very, very subtle, and then it's able to cross different eras.
So do you think sorry, go on, Tyler.
No, I was literally just gonna say I see. And now I get it, So go ahead.
So would you say, Mel, that the new modular buildings would be easy to convert to vintage?
The modulars, unless you have a lot of resources, because the modulars are so big.
Yeah.
If you have the right pieces, you can make them look vintage. But the modulars are so good, I would not want to vintageify them. They look too good not to put in any given Lego city.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll ask. I mean, what about Ambi and TMOG? I mean, what's your guys' white whale set? As of right now?
Rogue Shadow.
Rogue Shadow.
Right now, for me, is the monorail set. That was the old monorail set.
The space one?
Yeah.
Hold up. Is it?
There were two. There was the Unitron one from 1994 and the Future one from 1987.
I think it's red, is it not?
The red one is the airport shuttle from 1990.
Oh, you're looking for the airport shuttle one.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I've got the. It's funny that you said brought up the space one. I've got the instruction manual.
Yeah.
For the space one down there.
That's my white whale.
And the reason why
for both you guys is the build one, right?
The reason
I
why
would love to buy a sealed copy to build.
The reason why my white whale is the metro liner, not the airport shuttle, because the airport shuttle is kind of like the old UCF Millennium Falcon. Why buy the old one when the new version is a quarter of the price? Why buy an old monorail when you can get plenty of 9-volt trains for much cheaper?
Hey, well, tell my dad that, man. Why buy an old Corvette when you can get a C8 Corvette, man? Tell my dad that, man.
Oh, I just realized this is the Borg store I'm building.
The who store?
Borg Industries. In Ninjago lore, Cyrus Borg is the equivalent of Steve Jobs, I think it's fair to say. So they got like a little Borg store build in this markets here, which is cool.
TMOG, when is a live action Ninjago movie gonna happen?
You could argue the Ninjago movie is live action to a degree.
Heck no, what are you talking about? I want to see, hey, TMOG, man. I want to see Andrew Lincoln play Kai, dude. That's who I want to see, man. Give me Andrew Lincoln as
an older Kai, maybe. I mean, they are kind of making the ninja be like older character, like legacy
I'm just
characters.
getting at the fact, dude. If Andrew Lincoln, I don't care what he played, man. He could play the lead in a Star Trek movie, man, and I'd go watch that.
I think Andrew Lincoln would be good if he did Garmadon, maybe. I could see him doing Garmadon, no problem. That's just me, though.
Yeah, but then he'd have to be all painted black or whatever, right? Black costume.
No, make it young or Sensei Garmadon.
I don't know the lore enough, dude. Was Garmadon ever a human?
Yes.
Okay.
There was the whole thing where the evilness was evaporated from his body or something, and so he was Sensei Garmadon for like a good 2 or 3 seasons. Oh, this is so cool.
All I know is Andrew Lincoln needs to start being the main role in every Hollywood movie, and every movie's gonna start getting $1 billion. Though it's not gonna be no. It's not gonna be no $220 million Flash. If Flash had Andrew Lincoln playing Flash, it would have made $1 billion.
And speaking of different actors for Lego movies, if they ever make a wait,
A who?
wait, no, sorry. Didn't Lego announce that the Lego Movie 3 is in development?
Well, from what
I don't know
know,
if
it's not Lego
a
Movie 3.
I heard it's like a reboot of sorts, maybe.
Yeah. It's not having any of the same characters. That's what I read.
Yeah. Because I would have. Well, that's kind of sad because I would have liked it in that while they're developing the Lego Movie 3, if they had Emmett and the Lego version of Owen Grady talking to each other, because it'd be Chris Pratt recording both lines for the characters.
I think the closest we've ever had to that was Dimensions. Because I know, like, he voiced both those characters and, like, they interacted or something.
Yeah. Because it'd be like if they got Johnny Depp to come on, and they'd have the Jack Sparrow. They'd have the Jack Sparrow minifigure talking to the Tonto minifigure from the Lone Ranger movie.
Wait, Johnny Depp played Tonto?
Yeah.
Damn, I never knew that.
The Lone Ranger is such a forgotten movie, but the Lego sets were freaking awesome.
Yeah, funny that you say that, dude. My dad just picked up the Lone Ranger, the showdown, like the bank showdown.
Yeah, the Colby City Showdown.
Colby City Showdown. Yeah, you just picked up one of those sealed the other day. He's gonna be building it.
Yeah, and the reason why Colby City was so good is because it was probably heavily inspired by the Gold City Junction in 1996.
That's a good point.
Because that had the bank and the general store. I think Colby City also had bank and a general store.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll a question around the panel again too. I guess real quickly, what's everyone's top 3 Lego themes of all time?
Ninjago, Star Wars, and collectible minifigures?
Okay.
Playing Castle Town.
Towns and vintage, and then city. Actually, no, city's not at the moment. It would have been my top, but right now it's disappointing.
Yeah.
When would you say the best 3-year stretch of city was then?
I would say the what was the one? Arctic.
So if I recall, that was maybe 2014.
Yeah, that was
2017-ish.
2014, and they made other Arctic sets in 2018.
Yeah,
Because I really liked the early city sets, because that's when they actually had construction, both 2005.
I don't think Mayo. Those are 6 sets. I agree.
Yeah, both 2005 and 2008, 2009, and then they came out with those weird demolition sets in 2014.
Yeah.
I never liked those as much, but when the Lego movie came out, I saw a big decline in the Lego City theme. I've never been hyped about the city theme after the Lego movie.
I think I was never hyped after they just kept on putting police and fire. You know.
But to be honest,
you're sick of seeing firemen and 10
they've
different
been doing
outfits.
that for the whole period.
I
They've
was
been doing
sick
that for
of
the whole
seeing
period.
them.
Do you guys remember this? One of my favorite city sets of all time is the I think it's 07 or 08. It's the that entire year is great, I think, but one that always stood out to me, actually 2 of them that year, The one is like the garbage truck that has like the secondary truck behind it. It's like a regular garbage, and they're bigger. They're not like the little tiny ones like they give us these days.
yeah.
There's that one where it's again a garbage truck with a second truck behind it. And there's also the one where it's a semi cab with a huge trailer on the back, and it's carrying the bridge pieces. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that was the heavy hauler.
Not a
Heavy hauler. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a 2007 set.
I know that's always stood out to me, dude. I want that so badly.
I think was that not the garage one as well was done when that was done?
Yeah, they're both. Maybe they're a year apart, but like they're both. I mean, my favorite era of City is 2007, 2008, 2009.
Yeah,
that's my favorite era because again, I think this goes for most Lego things. I mean, just that era itself, but like whether it's City, Star Wars, I don't TMOG, maybe even Ninjago. Dude, like have TMOG? I mean, this would be a good question since you're a big Ninjago guy. Like, would you say has there how for Star Wars objectively stuff is getting smaller, X-Wings are getting smaller, turbo tanks, etc.
Yes.
Did that happen with Ninjago? Like, were 2011 through like 2015 Ninjago sets just like factually bigger? Because I know they've done some remakes of some sets. Like, are the remakes?
Yeah, they've tried going bigger, but they're not really. I don't know. It seems like they're being a little repetitive because I don't know. Back in like the early 2011, 2012, it seemed like there was an even balance between like different types of builds. Nowadays, it's rare to see anything outside of a train, a car, or a bike.
Like, don't forget about Mechs and Dragons.
Oh yeah, those. It seems like it's a little repetitive. It's like we hardly get any sets with buildings, which is I guess why the modulars do so well, is because we haven't gotten really any decent buildings. At least that's in my opinion. Is we haven't really got any good ones.
I think I've found.
I'll take all the Ninjago dragons they ever make, dude. I'm addicted to Ninjago dragons.
Wait, Tyler, wait a minute. I'm just looking. Actually, the heavy hauler was it wasn't the one with the bridge. It was the one that came with the green buckets. That was the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. The garbage truck definitely, where it's like
because they came out with that tractor trailer that had the green buckets, and then they also had the orange recycling truck from the same year, 2007.
Mm-hmm.
I think even creator sets. I mean, like creator sets from that era too. Like when they gave us like the bigger and sure, man. I mean, if you want to get analytical, like they did it better. Like the Tiger from last year objectively looks better than say like the Lion creator set from like 2006. Yeah. Like sure, like I get it, but it's like and it's not even really nostalgia. This is where I feel like it's kind of like a weird line. Like, do you guys ever feel like this? Because it's like, well, even you, Mayo, it's like, as much as it is kind of nostalgia, like it's not really for you, I'd say, because again, you weren't alive in the 80s and 90s. It's just like from a memory, and I get that still considered nostalgia, but like even for me, it's like, I actually coincidentally you said that, Mayo, I grew up with my brother's collection too. Like I had like the El Dorado set, like from the all that like for my brother, and it's like, and I don't really like at the time I didn't really care about that. I didn't know anything of it. You know what I mean? I didn't know El Dorado was cool 15 years ago, but it's like it's weird for me to just genuinely sit here and say like, dude, I would rather get all of the 80s and 90s and early 2000s sets over anything they bring out these days. But I wasn't even alive in the 80s and 90s. So it's like, is it really nostalgia? Because it's not like I saw them on the shelf. Like I didn't own literally 99.9% of them. Like my brother had like 15 sets probably. And it's like, is that, am I blinded by nostalgia or like, is that just genuinely the fact of, I just think those sets are way better. Like which one, you guys kind of get what I'm saying there. When people say, everyone always tells me it's like, you only like 2008 Star Wars because of nostalgia, and it's like maybe you can say it for that because I was collecting in 08. But like if we're talking about 80s and 90s sets, is it really considered nostalgia since I wasn't alive? Like you guys get what I'm saying?
I think it's just like that interest in the fact that it's vintage, basically, and there's just a certain magic to it. I think is the word I'm looking for.
Well,
I do think it's also an issue that over the years Lego has sacrificed size of sets for the detail.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mayo, I mean, since I guess you're a little bit more probably engulfed in a little bit. I mean, would you say, I mean, part of the reason for me, and this is the weird part too, because, you know, I'm not a kid anymore. Like, I don't play with my Legos. That's just the fact of it. And it's like, you know, but I still look back at like some of the 80s and 90s sets and just like look at those and I'm like, dude, those are beautiful, you know, toy Lego sets. Because like you look at some of those old pirate sets, like whether it's El Dorado, you know, the other ones like with the raised base plates, like every set they came out with, or like, you know, 80% of them back then, like you could just get the one set and just have a blast with it. I feel like on some of those sets, like where it's like, dude, like you have 5 different ladders going up to 5 different levels. You have elevated base plates where it's like you have 4 different elevations on the set. It's like, you know, you have a little boat, you have a little space buggy, like you have 8, you know, they gave us 8 minifigures, 12 minifigures back then. It's like, I could just like sit back and look and it's like, dude, I mean, if a parent spent a 50 spot or like an 80 spot on a set back then, the amount of, just because like I remember growing up too, it wasn't necessarily with Lego, but like, you know, I think like, you know, there was like some of those other like just random toys and stuff, like where it's like, or I used to make like little like zoo things, like with those plastic like animal things, like and like all that type of stuff where it's like, you know, I feel like when you're young, like you just want to like try to like, you know, be creative and like just make your own kind of scene. Like I used to play with like little like little die cast like semi truck things and like make like little roads and stuff on my kitchen floor. And it's like, you know, I used to like use like my dishwasher. Like I would like put my dishwasher down and like use it as like a ramp, dude, for like skateboards, like tech decks back. And it's like all the type of stuff. It's like you just want to have like an environment where like you can just like truly play with your toys, you know, and sure, that's what Lego is at the end of the day. And I feel like back in the 80s and 90s, they just gave you that so much more. Like, and you didn't have to, like nowadays it's like, and I truly, there are a lot of things where like, you know, Gringotts coming out. I'm not even a Harry Potter fan, but it's like, I can appreciate that set looks friggin' fantastic. Like I'm probably going to buy that, even though I've never even seen the movie, just because it looks great. And, you know, they wouldn't like, you know, if they would have stuck with how they did stuff in the 80s, it's like, you know, if they never evolved, you know, Gringotts would have never happened like that. That's just factual. So, and even for some of the Star Wars stuff, like there's some good Star Wars stuff. Like I don't mind a little extra detail here and there, which is kind of where they're going at. But I feel like they really lost some like beauty, like in like the early 2010s, and the fact of just everything nowadays. I feel like, again, it's either hyper detailed. You know, you need to buy 6 different sets to make your little scene now instead of just getting 1 or 2 like in the 80s. And it's like, that's my take on it. You know, like as much as I sometimes kind of like, you know, harp on the fact of like, oh, you know, I feel like it's kind of, they put themselves in the scenario because it's like they got to the point of getting super, you know, hyper detailed and making stuff, you know, again, new molds, new prints, you know, have all these capabilities now. And they don't always act on it, but even when they don't, they still don't make it look good. Or I guess, you know, both way, when they do and don't, neither way, sometimes it doesn't really look good. When it's like, if they would have just stuck with how they were doing stuff 15 years ago and not got over hyper detailed, I feel like the beauty would have been there. And there's not as much like dread on Lego to like have those flaws because they kind of put it on themselves because they are doing so much more these days. Like, does that make any sense, or am I just rambling?
Yes.
No, it makes sense, man.
Yeah, because it's very much what I said. They've sacrificed the volume of the bricks for the detail of the bricks, because modular sets keep getting detailed and detailed, but they also get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, it's just truly, I mean, I look back and it's like, I'm sure, like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and like just blatantly lie and say, oh, I wish I was born in the 70s. Like, no, I'm glad I was born in 2000. Like, I'm glad I'm only 22 and not 52. Like, it's just the fact of the matter. I'm not going to, but like, I do wish that the sets from the 80s and 90s, I truly do wish those were on the shelves now compared to what we have. Like, that's just the fact.
Which is why, even though I'm not a Pirates collector, I'm glad they made the neoclassic version of El Dorado.
I still, dude. I don't. I mean, I know TMOG probably saw. TMOG. Remember, I was pretty hyped about El Dorado. For months, dude. I was talking about it.
Yes, you were.
And it's
Also,
like,
real quick to answer Squidman's question, it is a 3-hour segment, and then I'll be passing the stream off to Adora Builds as this is a 72-hour relay race of sorts. Anyway, sorry.
well, I was gonna say just really quickly. So, like, yeah, dude, I was hyping, and Squidman would even know, man. I mean, Squidman knows. I mean, I was hyping up El Dorado for months. Obviously we didn't see pictures or anything, but like just the concept of it because I love the original. And like,
Yeah.
I didn't buy it day one. And like that was the weird part, man. The second I saw it, I was like on a couple of brickheads that week, man, and we were going over it. And it's like, I could not sit there and lie and say that it was perfect. Like it did not meet nearly any of my expectations. And I just, again, the charisma behind the set just isn't there. So it's like, it went from, saying for 5 months, oh, day one buy, to, then I waited 2 weeks. Luckily I got that double promo stack then. Like it all worked out. Like, I mean, I'm not mad, but like, and I still knew I wanted it. So I pulled the trigger on that double promo, but it's like, even now it's like, dude, that thing's been sitting in the shipping box for like 20 days now. And it's like, I just got to be honest with you. It does not interest me. And it's just like, I think that's like the line of just like, dude, this new stuff just doesn't do it for me anymore. And it's weird because I wasn't alive during the old stuff. It's like, it's like, where is that disconnect with me? I don't know. Is there something wrong with me?
No, I would say that was City. Like, I wish I'd collected City when it was not so focused on the fire and police, because when I collected it at that time, it was all fire, police, and it kind of destroyed my love of City, because it was like, oh, great, another police station, or, And I get they were wanting to put it to kids, so then they could make their own scenes and everything, but at the same time, it was like, what about the adults that collect it? They don't want, like, 20 odd police sets,
Well, see, even then, I feel like, I feel like I can say this confidently. It's like they did a kid's toy better 40 years ago than they are now, because it's like, I mean, and sure, times are evolving. I think, the whole landscape of everything is changing lately. I think it's as clear as day. However you want to spin it, like with everything on the planet. It's like just the truth of it. And it's like, I just can't see how a kid would rather walk in there and get a little 4+ little city set with 12 pieces for the police. Like, why do they do 4+ sets nowadays when why can't they just do a simple little like $10? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just my take on it. It's just it's weird. It's like they've always been a kid's toy. That is factually what Lego's whole persona is. And it's like nowadays, it's like they're trying to make sets for like, all these like non-18+ sets. Like, again, as you were saying, like some of these fire police, these 4+ things, like pretty much any city set under $50. It's like, it's almost like it's not a kid's toy anymore. It's like a toddler's toy now. It's like,
I think I noticed something when they switched over from the age ranges to the lowest age. So, i.e., they switched from 5 to 12 to 5+. They dumbed down the builds, because back in the day, a 5-year-old could build a 5 to 12 set, and a 12-year-old could still enjoy it. You cannot tell me a 12-year-old is going to enjoy a 5+ set these days. You can't tell me that.
Yeah,
no shot.
I think what it's mainly going for, this is just my own little speculation theory of sorts, is, not a lot of parents know about Lego. So, you're just a parent, you're going in there, you're looking for a Lego set, and you're like, how do I know this is right for my kid? Like, is this going to be too complex? They look at the age rating, they're like, hey, cool, good enough for me, fork out the money without knowing any of the difference.
Well, okay, I guess here's my take, because okay, so Maya, you just said they brought the thing, because I remember for a while they're like, well, do they actually have sets nowadays that say 5+?
Yes,
they do.
Almost every city set these days does not have an age range. They have a lowest age.
See, now that's bonkers to me. That now, the fact that the difference between a 4+ and a 5+ set because dude, 4+ sets are just hideous. Like I'll never understand the concept of. And the thing is, I don't know. Like it's almost like, because all right, there are some 4+ sets over the years that do have very large molds. You know, it's just the fact you can't deny. There's 10 molds in there that are the size of 12 different bricks, and it's like, sure. I mean, technically, compared to a regular set, you're having 100 extra pieces worth of plastic in there. So it's like, all right, put the price up. But there are some of these 4+ sets these days. You know, like that Iron Man versus Thanos one coming out, $27. Like 50. It's like. It's almost like they're taking advantage of their consumers, because it's like, again, they know these parents, you know, that are say going for the 4+s, where it's like maybe an entry level set, or getting something for a little kid where it's like, you know, maybe a grandma, you know, oh, Legos are cool, you know, is my granddaughter gonna like Lego? Like, you know, that's a, you know, maybe she knows the granddaughter or grandson, they don't like, you know, Marvel figs and Barbie, you know, so she's like, hey, what's new? What's another popular toy? All right, she goes over to the Lego aisle. You know, as Mayo kind of said, she sees the 4+. It's like, all right, that makes sense. But it's like, again, that's kind of like a blind consumer, since she's just getting it for the sake of getting it. But then they tack on that extra like $5-10 premium. Only like the 4+ set prices I've never understood fully. I just truly don't. So,
and also another thing is, people these days forget is 4+ used to be juniors. Juniors was age 4 to 7, and the junior sets that were age 4 to 7 were more complex than the 4+ sets, which are juniors, just without the age recommendations. Sorry, the age range.
Honestly, dude, maybe the human race is getting dumber, dude. Maybe all this fast food and technology that we're consuming, maybe Lego's like playing into it, and like they understand that maybe they need to dumb down these bills a bit for, you know, that's not knocking newer generations of kids, but I'm just saying, like, maybe that is maybe they're playing into it.
Yeah, because what people have done is they've burned our crops, poisoned the water supply, and delivered a plague upon our houses. We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else.
What I can't say is, look, I mean, well, that may be true. I mean, I can't blame no one but myself for going on a terrible fast food binge this past month, and I can definitely feel that now. So I'm not blaming my government. I'm blaming my ass for not being able to resist going to Chick-fil-A at 9:40 p.m. every night.
It's good, though. It tastes so good.
No, but I gotta be frank, dude. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever get it. I mean, it's someone in the chat, or some. I mean, there's gotta be other people that feel this way too. But, and I feel like it's just for the sake of just like getting tired of something. But, you know, I like this past week, like I told myself, like, all right, August 1st, I'm just eating cleaner, being healthier. Like, sure, yeah. Everyone says that every damn first, I feel, but I'm saying it for August 1st. I'll say it again. Well, honestly, looking back, I probably said it for July 1st too, but I'll say it again for August 1st. We'll see how it goes. You know, by August 3rd, I'm not going to be in Chick-fil-A again, maybe. But August, you know, it's like these past week, it's like, you know, I just went to Chick-fil-A at 9:40 tonight. You know, it's like I'm driving home from going to a Meijer to look for some clearance. Chick-fil-A is right there. I literally just like, I told myself, I don't, you know, I'll see something at home. And it's like, dude, like my brain, like there's got to be something in that Chick-fil-A sauce, man. Like, because my brain, like, you know, the Chick-fil-A, like I'm driving past, that's like two different entrances. You know, you can come in from the one side, the other side. I drive past the first entrance and I'm like, all right, I'm halfway there. Let's just get past the second one so I can get home. But my brain literally like took control and made me hook a left on that second entrance. And before you knew it, I was in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. And it's like, literally, there I am. And there's my 12-piece breaded nugget, my mac and cheese, which the mac and cheese is always garbage at night because it's like they don't make any new. I feel like they kind of cut it off and like, you know, it's probably been sitting there for like 40 minutes. They don't make any fresh mac and cheese. So terrible mac and cheese. I feel like the nuggets lately, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but do you guys have any, like, when you get like a weird looking nugget, does it like turn you off, like from anywhere?
Yeah.
Like see, and it's like, you know, these last couple times at Chick-fil-A, I'm getting some weird looking nuggets. So it's like my 12-piece, you know, turns into a 7-piece. I wasted like $14. It's like, what am I doing? And it's like, I come home, I eat it, and literally 5 minutes after I eat my food, I'm just like, what did I just do there? Like, I feel like I was mind controlled. I wasted $15. The food was terrible. I didn't like, And I'm just like, wow. And like I feel like that's what it's been the past week or two. And it's like, I'm telling you, fast food mind controls people. That's where I'm getting at.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely
It's easy
a lot of
to buy
there's
and consume than just do it
there's-
yourself.
just to let me say something. There's definitely a lot of complications with the human psychology when it comes to that stuff, and even in the Lego community, if you get around the Lego community enough, you start to pick up on things, and
Like
a
full
lot of
price
them.
Jones.
Well, no, you start to pick up on human behavior and people who think they can use their leverage to either try to control people or take advantage of people because they have the ownership mentality. They own this place. They own you. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. By the way, it's the same big club that doesn't treat you as a subscriber, doesn't treat you as a friend. They treat you as a number. And if you multiply that number by 100 and you put $1 or a pound sign next to it, that's what they see on their AdSense checks.
So would you say like the Lego group is like brain controlling us or mind controlling us?
The Lego group definitely controls a lot of people, and people who buy and people who buy Lego like to control people.
So
Because they're up there sitting pretty with their AdSense checks or their verification ticks or their gold play button.
Are you talking about the big channels, Mel?
I'm talking about anyone who thinks anyone who uses their anyone who uses their collateral for as a reason to take advantage of people. Some people who have the collateral have a good moral compass inside of them, but not everyone has a good moral compass, unfortunately.
Would you say fast food or Lego is worse for your health?
For me personally, for me personally, Lego, because I restrict myself heavily on fast food consumption. I restrict myself heavily.
Well, then you guys know where I'm taking this. I'll roll a question around the panel again. All right. So set the tone here. It's a Friday night. You're chilling. Got home from work. You're zoned out. You're just sitting there on the couch. You need a little food. Where are you guys going? What are you guys getting? What's your go-to fast food, go-to order? I'd love to hear it. Go around the panel.
I normally would order a Little Caesars pizza depending on the time, you know?
But if you just turn off your mind, don't give an F what anyone thinks, you're just there eating it. You're going Little Caesar pizza?
Yeah, given the time being it's open, you know?
What size and what toppings? I need the whole you're getting mozzarella sticks and garlic bread, you getting a little
I get the matzo sticks. I would probably, I don't know. Like those new little round bites. I've tried those a few times. What else?
TMOG, when you order
pizza, pepperoni stuffed crust, or meat lovers.
Are you? I mean, this is another point, dude. A terrible logic, man. And this is probably why I feel brain control, because whenever I get a pizza, I've got a terrible habit of, one person's only need, get a small piece for yourself, maybe a medium. You're feeling an extra slice, just grab a medium. But my bad habit is I grab a large every damn time because then I got stuff in the fridge left over, and it's like it's not just one time I feel like a damn idiot for eating fast food pizza. It's 3 other times when I go in there and grab 2 extra slices that I should not have ever even ordered. So then it's like,
dude, I get that. Sometimes I'm like that, but more or less I'll go for a medium. So I'm like, I shouldn't be eating that much pizza. But I will admit, there's been the odd occasion where I do get a large for that exact
thing. I'm very conscious with my fast food consumption. So, I only like to have fast food on Friday nights. And
Perfect.
two,
Then that answers
I
my question
only
perfect. What's your go-to Friday? What's your go-to
yeah,
Friday?
and
meal?
two, I only like to have them every second Friday. So once a month I'll get a large pizza from Domino's, and also once a month I'll get a burger combo with popcorn chicken from KFC.
Wow, so we have a little battle here. We got a Little Caesars guy and then a Domino's guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Little
get
Caesars is
Domino's.
more bang for your buck. I don't know. That, to be fair, I haven't had Domino's in forever because, I don't like forking away money all the time.
Well, little TMOG, I mean,
I
are you
don't
a
need
$5
those.
hot and ready guy? In Canada, hold up. In Canada, in Canada, man, it's probably like a $9 hot and ready with your damn conversion rate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Why are you saying $5? Isn't it $9?
Is it really, dude? Because in the
I
USA,
think
it's
it's
a
like
$5 hot
$7
and ready.
or $8 to be fair, but with tax,
Well,
like
see, I mean,
I don't
in
know.
the
Who else is a
USA, though,
Canadian? I know Macro's a Canadian. I don't know.
well, in the USA,
ever-
though, we
and
don't
ever
get
since-
stuffed crust for hot and readies. But you actually get stuffed crust for your hot and readies?
It depends on how much the bank says.
Well, no,
You
but
know?
do you have to special order the stuffed crust hot and readies? Because like in the USA, it's like
I think so. Yeah, because they don't normally do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It takes the same amount of time no matter what. Because I order through Skip, so it takes like half an hour no matter what. So I'm like, whatever. If I feel like stuffed crust, I'll take stuffed crust.
Yeah.
I will say here though, just to beat the battle really quick, I am a Domino's guy. I do prefer Domino's. And then Ambi, I guess I mean, Domino's or Little Caesars first off, and then second off, what's your go-to fast food meal?
Domino's.
There we go. Domino's clear. There we go. And then what's your go-to? Well, Friday
Probably
night, you're
a
just chilling.
medium pizza. But I've got a bad habit of getting the side orders, so I don't just get a pizza. I get here we get potato wedges with them, or onion rings, or
Ooh, an onion ring with the pizza. I don't think I've ever had that combo.
yeah, we get onion rings, or we get chicken wings with them.
Yeah. What's your
So
go-to
I
wing
always
sauce?
end up-
Are you going plain wings, or are you going a little BBQ? Are you going a little buffalo?
Yeah, buffalo. Yeah.
Buffalo. There we go.
Yeah. I only ever get side orders with my pizza if whoever's ordering it is
if they
also
offer it.
hungry. Yeah, is also hungry, and a lot of times Domino's have coupons where you can get two large pizzas and two side dishes for under $35.
Oh, that's true.
35.
We
Oh,
did
but
that
that's
here.
that's different currency, right?
Yeah, because because with the conversion, so like the only time I'd ever get a side order with pizza if it's included in a combo.
See, for me, it's like if I spend over like what is it, $25 on Skip, I get like free delivery, no fees for that. So I kind of am prompted to get like the side dishes just to hit that mark. Like I know I'm spending more, but I'm like,
Come
hey,
on, dude. And you know exactly why those mother figures do it, man, to get you with those side orders. That you know
And
why? I do it.
I know damn well why they do it. And honestly, at that point, I'm like, whatever. If I don't eat it, it's leftovers.
And I absolutely despise getting food delivered to me, which is why I'll never purchase from Uber Eats.
The only thing I ever got
Uber Eats was annoying. I had a whole thing when I came back from Chicago because that was the only way I was able to get whatchamacallit, Chick-fil-A delivered to Brookworld. It was through Uber Eats, and they spammed the heck out of me in my email, just like, "Oh, try Uber Eats," and I'm like, "I only did it the one time, right? It's just a one-night thing, you know."
Also, I've got some share screens for something we were talking about earlier.
Wait, what's up? You got a little what now?
Yeah, I've got some share screens for some images we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, what do you got, real quick? Throw them on, and I'll throw it up there.
Well, real
Yeah.
quick, Ambi, you don't have to answer this if you don't. But just to get a
It's
sense of like,
backstage right now.
are you in the
Sorry,
USA
what?
or what? Are you in the USA or a different country, or are you got the?
Scotland.
Okay. I just get a sense for culture, yeah, because I know you got the accent and some of the food
Yeah.
things. I was just okay.
Mhm.
So I'm the only USA guy here. We're all
Yeah.
from
Pretty
we're all from
much.
different damn countries here, then, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that set Tyler was talking about earlier.
Oh, that
I
one.
said
yeah.
I said it was 2007. It's actually 2006. So the tractor trailer hauling the bridge is the heavy loader, and then the heavy hauler from 2007 is the one that has the green buckets on it.
Absolutely gorgeous sets. Those are fantastic. Peak Lego City sets.
And these are both 8 wide builds.
Oh, and they're massive too. They look like a real sense of scale. Like, you know, you're not getting no little 7 stud long 5-piece garbage truck. You're getting like a full scale one. That's what I love about it.
And those bridge pieces are legendary.
Yeah, no, they are, man. I remember whoever made that, like, someone in the community made like a very huge, I mean, I know a lot of people do, but like there was one like YouTuber guy, I swear, that was doing it like 10 years ago. They made like a very long bridge on like his city, and like he used those.
Alex Nunes used those to bridge the gap between his tables.
How recently? What, I mean, was he doing that like 10 years ago?
So Alex Nunes did that about 9 years ago. He used
okay, then that's what I'm talking about then, probably.
Yeah, he used the bridge pieces from this set to bridge the gap between his tables. But now, with the way he's got his city, he doesn't have any gaps between his tables. So he doesn't need these bridge pieces anymore. Although I believe he uses them for an elevated bridge because he's got multiple levels. And I always found these green buckets interesting because theoretically you could use them as storage buckets to store Lego in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I always found it kind of deceiving that on the box art they included these images of piles of rocks. I mean, you couldn't give us spare 1x1 dark dark bluish grey cylinders to put in there.
And another little thing, I gotta ask my Squidman's in the chat. He probably, and even TMOG probably gets this reference a little bit. I gotta ask my signature question for everyone in the panel in the chat, whoever wants to answer. Top 3 fruits. What's your top 3 fruits?
Banana, apple, and weird enough, pineapple.
That's not too weird. I respect it. Pineapple's a good choice. All right, so we got that combo. T-Mog or Mayo, what's up with you?
My brain's drawing a blank on what counts as a fruit.
Well, my favorite is raspberry. Second favorite's probably
that's a very respectable.
Second favorite's probably pineapple, and third favorite. I'm trying to think about what I have in. Probably blackberries, if I'm gonna be honest.
Wow, very unique.
Because we have a smoothie blender called the Ninja, which is very similar to the NutriBullet and the Magic Bullet, which has been seen on all the home shopping TV networks for the last 15 years or whatever. And that's the way I get most of the fruit into my diet is by mixed berry smoothies, and I add pineapple into it. And when we do have apples, sometimes I have apples in that as well. But the reason I have a mixed berry is because with the raspberries, the strawberries, the blueberries, and the blackberries, you get the antioxidants.
That's very important, man. Antioxidants, very, very smart thinking there. All right, T-Mog, you got your 3?
Mangoes, I guess, are pretty cool. Strawberries and pineapple. I don't know. Those are just like the 3 that I know off the top of my head. I don't mind.
I mean, do any 3 of you guys have a fruit that you guys just can't stand, that you guys just will never eat again?
I can't stand banana. I think the taste of banana is just bleh.
Yeah, I think kiwi for me, because it's so like the fuzziness is what can get annoying
It's the
when you're trying
taste.
to eat it. Yeah.
I tried a banana once and I did not like it. I've never even bothered touching a kiwi.
Oh yeah, and a pear as well. That's so squishy.
Yeah.
What's your
I
guys'
can
favorite type
eat
of melon?
pears. I can eat
Water.
I can eat pears.
Favorite what?
Melon. So like we're going like honeydew, watermelon, cantaloupe. You guys got
I
a
would say
favorite melon?
watermelon. Yeah.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
I've had both rock melon, watermelon, and honeydew. And
What about cantaloupe?
since I don't rock melon and cantaloupe are almost the same.
I don't know about that one, man.
So
Cantaloupe.
I don't like melons, but watermelon is the most tolerable of them.
All right, okay. How about this one? I'll spin another one then. How about? All right, you guys are sitting there on a nice little, July 20th summer day. We're looking like 85 degrees. You got your cooler next to you. You're sitting out in the park. You got a blanket underneath you, sitting underneath a nice little shade tree. You guys are making a little sandwich, a little lunchtime sandwich. What are you guys putting on that sandwich?
Ham and
Cheese and mustard.
So we start. Okay, hold up. I guess Ampy, if you want to go first. All right. So I need the whole run. So you're on bread. What kind of bread are you using?
Yeah.
No, are you
White
a no
bread.
bread girl?
white bread, and then butter, ham and cheese, lettuce, and then maybe cucumber if I feel like it.
Top bun or no top bread? Top bread or no top bread?
Top bread, yeah.
Do you put butter on the top bread too or not?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I put butter on both.
Is that like a Scottish thing, doing some butter on the sandwich?
I think so. Yeah.
Since I don't think I've ever seen anyone do. I mean, sure you do like butter on toast. You do butter on like rolls and stuff, but I've never seen anyone
sandwiches,
do.
Yeah, we always put butter on both. On both
Real
sides.
butter, or are you doing a little margarine? Which one? Margarine. Margarine. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something really crazy. I'm going to get a multi-grain bread roll. I'm going to get a fun-size packet of original salted chips. I'm going to get a sharp knife, cut the bread roll halfway open, and I'm going to stuff chips inside of that bread roll.
So you're just doing chips and bread?
Yes, it's a potato chip sandwich, and it really only works with original salted chips. Believe it or not, it's actually quite nice because you get the nice crunch of the potato chips, but the softness of the bread. It complements each other well.
So you're doing like no sauce, no lettuce?
No, just plain original salted chips inside of bread.
Very interesting. I'll give you credits for that one. All right, TMOG, what's up with you?
I like my stuff very plain, so I don't know. For a sandwich, just bread.
What kind of bread?
Okay, fine. I'll do this. I would do meat, cheese, bread, and meat.
What kind
and
of
then
bread?
maybe throw a little mustard.
TMOG, what kind of bread?
Whole grain or white.
Okay. What kind of meat?
Yeah, and what I'll say is whenever I go to Subway, I always get the pizza melt with lettuce, carrot, and onion on Italian herbs and cheese bread with old English cheese and some mayonnaise, because after all, I am Mayo Hosco.
Mm-hmm. I was the same. Yeah, I mean, how come you don't put mayo on that chip sandwich?
Because it doesn't complement.
Because mayo with crisps is just.
It doesn't complement the flavors.
What about pickles? I mean, none of you guys said anything about pickles. You guys aren't pickle fans?
Only on a burger.
Yeah. Whenever I order any burgers, I make sure to say hold the pickles.
No,
do you have a pickle preference? Amy, do you have a pickle preference, or are you just going like regular?
Gherkin.
What's up?
Gherkin pickles.
Okay.
Yeah.
My personal favorite pickle is like bread and butter, or not butter, bread and butter pickles. There's a name for them that I know other countries use. Because I think bread and butter is. Why do I keep on saying bread and butter? What is going on tonight? We're talking about butter 10 minutes ago, and now I can't even say butter. No, bread and butter pickles. I think there's a name other countries use. I think it's just American slang, but they're like sweet. It's like I don't know. Is it a sweet pickle? I don't know. I could have swore sweet pickles were something different, but yeah. I mean, I do. The thing is, I mean, I hated pickles growing up, but it's like now I can't. I can't not put pickles on a sandwich or a burger these days. Like, I go to Jimmy John's, I do the pickles. And honestly, the thing is too, I know you said cucumbers on yours, and it's like, I was a big cucumber guy growing up. I'll still do a cucumber, like I just eat a cucumber separate. But like pickles have replaced my cucumbers on everything that I put on. Because I feel like, I mean, is there really anyone on this planet that puts pickles and cucumbers on the same thing at the same time? I don't know.
No.
I don't think that works.
That's nasty.
Also, Brick songs, yes, I do go for the carbs on carbs, and and I'm not sure if you know this, Brick songs, but I go live every Friday night.
Well, I got to head out.
No worries.
Thank you for having me.
For sure.
No
Thank you
problem.
for
Thanks for
answering
hopping
my
on.
food questions.
Yeah, no problem.
The food and
Reminds me I should check
And I
the
will
time and
catch
see how much
you
time we have going
later.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
See you later.
Yeah, we got 39. We got 39 minutes till a doorbell goes live.
That's all good. I should crank out this bag and maybe another one, and then we'll be golden.
One food question too many for.
No, I think maybe she's getting a little hungry because I know I am.
Yeah, well, it's almost dinner time. I'm probably going to have dinner time in about 2 hours.
What time is it for?
It's 5:51 p.m. on Sunday.
That is nuts, dude. It's only 3:20 a.m. Man, time zones are weird.
Yeah, I'm 13.
They really are.
Yeah, because I'm 15. Well, now that you guys are in permanent daylight savings, except
Hello,
for
Haley.
TMOG, because he's in Canada. When we are in standard time here in Australia, I'm 15 and a half hours in front of the Eastern time.
Yeah, so when you came to Brickworld, you were literally traveling back in time then.
Yeah,
that's weird.
and that's why I was joking when I went home. I came back to the future.
Wait, hold on. Wait. So is Mayo technically gonna live like an extra if we all were the same exact age, like say we passed away in the same day, whatever. But doesn't that mean that Mayo technically lived for an extra 128 hours or whatever? How many hours he was in Brickworld? Does that mean that?
No,
That is a mind boggle.
No, because you crossed the international date line twice.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is you still had multiple hours that you would have not had otherwise if you stayed in your own country, Because when you think about it, Mayo, when you were born, the minute you were born, even someone in the USA, again, whatever, say you were born at 5:20 p.m. your time, and it's, again, 3:20 a.m. when a kid gets born here. You guys are born at the exact same time in the universe, on the planet. But in retrospect, again, you guys are the exact same age going throughout time. Every minute that goes by, you guys are the same age. But you come to the USA then, and you are allowed an extra, if you go 12 hours back in the future for 8 days straight, does that not mean that technically, even though, say, you guys both turn, 45, in 30 years, both you guys turn the same age on the same day, doesn't that still mean that you technically lived longer on this planet than the other person?
Quantum
Tyler,
physics.
my head hurts.
Yeah, quantum physics is a tough thing to get my head around. But as far as I understand, since time is a human construct of the space-time continuum, wherever you are in the universe, you it doesn't matter about time zones, because the only reason time zones exist is because American railroads needed better ways to tell their time, and then the whole world thought, hey, why don't we all use time zones? Because when it's midnight on the dateline, it's midday at the equator. So since time is a human construct and the space-time continuum is a product of the universe, it doesn't matter what time it is for you, just as long as how many hours you've lived anywhere in the universe.
Well, so the thing is, but I don't like, and even Bricksong said in the chat, so, I can't fully grasp my head around that because, again, like I said, if you guys were born on the same day, all right, and say again, like just for an example, you went to Brickworld this year. All right, and for your entire livelihood up until when you left for Chicago, there was another American person that was born at the exact same time. By that point, you guys would have lived and experienced the exact same amount of seconds on this planet. Yeah. Okay, but then you come here, okay, you go back in time as the American is still going forward in time in their regular time, but you are cutting back hours. You are going from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the same day. You're only you, not the American. The American is going forward still. You go back, all right, and every second that goes by still, the American is still those 12 hours ahead of you because you lived the exact same amount of time before you went to Chicago. Yeah. Okay, so then you are behind the American then. You get what I'm saying in the timeline. Even
yes,
when
but what I'm saying is that because if you're going technically I could say that I lived for an extra day because it was about a day's worth of travel to get to Chicago for me. And
okay, so because when you're traveling, you really are like in a dead zone kind of time because like you are flying into a time zone where it truly is behind what you were just in. Okay, so yeah, I mean, 100%.
Well,
you had
the reason why I think that it ends up canceling each other out is because both the speed of light, the speed of sound, and the sonic boom moves faster than time because there are multiple light years for every year on Earth. However,
light year? What?
Yeah. Did somebody say Buzz Lightyear? However,
there you go. Now you got it.
However, if you were to leave Earth and go stay on the Mars colony that Elon wants to build, you could, because the amount of days it takes for Mars to orbit the sun is longer. Technically, if you packed up and left for Mars and lived there for the rest of your life until you died, you would live for less years, but the years would be longer.
So I think what I'm getting at is the fact that, like, no matter where you are, who you are, or whatever it is, factually in the universe, a second is a second. Okay, you got to follow me there. So every second is a second, no matter what it is, where you are, on the Earth, I guess, at least, whatever, but so on Earth. So if you are on Earth, and I don't see how as Bricksong says, I can't fathom the fact of how it cancels out because you still, throughout when you were at Chicago, okay, when you were in Chicago, the seconds are still the same seconds as they were before you left. Okay, so no matter what happened, like, you are still in the moment of those seconds that you went back in time for. You get what I'm saying there? So again, when you go back to your country, all that happens is you are just the time on the clock is farther ahead, but for your own life, like, entity, you are still on the same seconds that you always were, but you experienced more since you were back in time for so many days, and American at the same time are, again, it's the same seconds are seconds, but the American did not have the extra hours that say you did. So that's what I'm kind of getting at there.
Yeah. Well, what I say is, if it was possible, when I went back to the future, I lived longer than what my birth certificate says. I guess because there is a 15.5-hour time zone, if I went back in time to go to Chicago, and then I went forward in time to come home, I would estimate the maximum amount of time I could have added to my life would be 15.5 hours.
Okay, so you're looking at it in the aspect of there's a singular 15-hour difference that you get. You're saying that it's only a singular 15 hours no matter when it happens.
Because if it is possible, due to the nature of the international dateline, to go back in time and then come forward in time when returning, I would guess, if it is possible, which scientists don't even know if it's possible or not, my theory, which is not factual, would be that the maximum amount of time I could have added to my life would have been the time difference, 15.5 hours. That would be the maximum I could have added.
See, now I can see that. Now that's a very good counterpoint. I can't fully get behind it, but you're making me think that. You know what I mean? I'm sure we're not going to get a proper answer here on a 2:30 or on a 3:30 in the morning TMOG stream.
Let's do the time warp
but I will be honest. So that's a good point to kind of leave off, because you did kind of stump me in the fact of that is something now I want to be fucking researching it for the next week.
Yeah. Exactly, Haley. This turned into a time cruises stream.
Well, she's on top, man. I'm just looking for the truth. I'm not overcomplicating nothing, since I just want the truth.
I know that Macro Bricks is very interested in quantum physics as well. And because I know way too much about the exact time differences between time zones between me and any given person in the LEGO community, by default, I'm also therefore interested in quantum physics.
Hey, T-Mox, what's Squidman's thing? Do you see the Squidman's thing, dude?
Yeah, but the Buffalo Wild Wings, my eyes went wide at the thought of that.
Well, and hey, there's an exclusive T6 shuttle poly bag with purchases over 20 at Little Caesars.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm placing one right now. What did I miss? Oh.
I guess this might be a rabbit hole. I mean, hey, look, you guys gotta understand, it's damn 3:30 in the morning, but this might be a rabbit hole. I mean, again, we don't got to go much. I just want to hear what you guys think. We don't got to even discuss about it, because that's going to be a 2-hour long conversation. But and even in the chat, what is again? Don't answer if you don't want. I mean, it might be a hot discussion. But what's one conspiracy theory that you guys rolled with that has been a conspiracy for years and years? Does that, again, if it's super controversial, you don't got but just what is there one? Mandela effect, so and so, blah blah blah. Does anyone have one that they truly do believe in?
Yeah, yes. My ultimate conspiracy is that worldwide health viruses happen every year as the Summer Olympic Games. Because, for example, 2012 was the year of Ebola. 2016 was the year of the Zika virus, and 2020 was the Rona. Every year that has a Summer Olympic Games, there's a world virus that happens.
Well, I have never seen it that way. That is very interesting. Honestly, I'll have to that's actually got me intrigued now. I'll have to look up, is there any videos Like YouTube talking about it like in detail?
Probably. Who knows? Oh.
And what's also kind of strange is that the first derivative of the Rona that was either SARS or MERS that was discovered in Korea and Japan in 2002 happened at the same time they hosted the FIFA World Cup. Just saying.
TMOG, you got one?
Honestly, not one that comes to mind. I've just been very self-contained, I guess, you know? I don't know.
What about aliens, man? What do you guys think about aliens going on this week?
Aliens are an interesting topic, but I don't know. There's so much things being thrown around. Who knows what to believe, you know?
Yo, did you guys see that video of that girl on that plane that saw that claimed to see that shapeshifter?
I think I know which one you're talking about, yeah.
The one where the girl's like, that motherfucker back there is not real. You guys seen that video?
Yeah. I've seen that.
What do you guys think? Was there a shapeshifter back there?
No. I just think that sometimes people take a little too much before they go on the plane. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I think there's a shapeshifter out there, dude.
Could very well be.
See, this is the thing, man. Like, even though this is like only middle of the day for me, so like it's not really like a true 3:30 a.m. for me. It's like I still just sit here because, like, at least for TMOG. I mean, I guess Mayo it's only like evening, but like I'm sitting here like with like thinking about TMOG and like some people in the chat. It's like I don't know, man. Like, just thinking about like you guys are probably pretty tired. Like if it's like a true 3:30 a.m. for you guys, then you guys just like
no, I'm fine.
Okay, it's humorous for me to think about it. Like I'm sitting over here fucking reiterating that girl saying that motherfucker ain't real, and it's like I feel like TMOG just like sitting over there like with a blank face, like tired as fuck. Like what's going on in my goddamn stream all of a sudden? That's how
I'm just really focused in on the build, so apologies. But no, I'm listening. I'm paying attention. It's just, I don't know. I'm not tired at all. I'm right as awake as I normally am at this hour.
So who's after you, TMOG?
Dora Builds.
Who?
Dora Builds, I think is the name, right?
How do you spell it?
ADORABILDS. All one word. Just keep building. Yeah, I am. I'm enjoying this build. It's very fun. Ain't letting nothing stop me from building. Well,
unfortunately, I'm feeling really sweaty. I think I need to go have a shower.
No worries, man.
Yeah. So it's been great hanging out for however long it's been. I need to have a shower. I don't want to be like one of those. I don't want to be like one of those sweaty Bionicle fans at Brickfair, Virginia.
Well, hey, Mayo, I was there. It's like the first time on stream that you and I really talked, man. I was good talking with you.
Exactly. We should definitely do it more often.
I don't know. It was a fun time, bro. Yeah, I'll have to. If you ever want me on one of your little, late night things, man, I'll hop on one time if you want to.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If Jakob ever gets you back on for talking about Star Wars, definitely put in the good word because I have a lot of interesting takes about Star Wars.
Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, take care, Mayo.
Anyway, I'll see you all on a door build stream in 22 minutes.
Heck yeah, man.
It's gonna fly. But yeah, take care, Mayo. Dead Bricks, how's it going, man? Glad to see you at this hour. Hope you're doing well. All these questions are for the Tyler's master plan. No.
Wait, no,
Tyler, how dare you?
It's funny. Like, see, look, man, TMOG, you've known me long enough, man, where, again, dude, like, whenever I'm on a stream or, like, whenever I host a stream, dude, like, you know just the most random bullshit is going to be brought up. And it's like...
That's fine. I don't mind it.
Well, no, it's kind of funny, dude. It's like, she left, like, I'm like, is it one too many food questions? And it's like, Mayo left, it's like, one too many conspiracy questions. And it's
dude, like... my head hurts, but I'm still chugging along, Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around what y'all are saying, but at the same time, it's like, it's too much computing power for me to process at this time, you know.
Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it's kind of funny to me, since it's 3:30 in the morning, or 2:30 for you or whatever, and it's just like you're probably just sitting there like, what in the actual fuck is this guy talking about right now?
A little bit, but like not in the bad way. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I feel like lately that's been like more my humor type, dude. It's like, like sometimes like I see these like TikToks and stuff where it's like, you see like these candid videos kind of where it's like shit happens and it's like, then it's like, I don't know, just like some stuff happens and like the people in the video are like, what did that guy just do? Or, that, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like that's kind of been like my humor type lately.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, see, like I said, TMOG, it's kind of the thing too. I mean, sure, there's some international people too that are on stream, sure, but it's like for me, even like on ACOB and like again my own streams and like a lot of these streams, it's like, a lot of them are at night, obviously, and it's like, unlike most people, like because I'm nocturnal, it's like when it's 3:30 in the morning, like this is like almost like just like my 3:30 in the afternoon. Like it's only like, I'm gonna be going to bed at noon. I've still got 8-9 hours left in my day. So like I'm still, pretty energetic right now and pretty talkative and stuff like that, where it's like, again, you can tell like, 4 hours into the ACOB stream, your stream now, like later on in my stream, it's like everyone's all, you can tell they're getting tired, getting winded down. And it's like, I'm sitting over here halfway through my day getting all crazy,
Fair enough. Here, I'm gonna catch up on chat in a second here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, Debrix, that's not good. Hopefully things improve. I feel that.
I don't know, T-Mog's probably fortunate there's only 20 minutes left of this stream, dude. Since if we had like 2 hours left, I mean, T-Mog's about to get damn interrogated, man, with effing conspiracy questions and food questions.
I mean, hey, if I don't finish the build, that's fine. I just wanted to make a chunk of it done. That'll just mean that I'll have to do another stream some other time to finish this. And that's fine. I've gotten a pretty big chunk done enough where I'm happy. Leave things off for there, you know what I mean? I'm sure everyone's been having just a very fun, chill time. That's all I could ask for with these kind of streams, I ain't super hype, whatever. Like, very, very chill. That's all. I don't know. Interrogated. Yeah. I do have an alarm set that'll be like a 5-minute whatever for us to like finish what we're doing and then get everyone ready to go to the Ruth's name.
I'll need to have it spelled out since I still don't know if you guys are saying Dor or Adora.
Adora.
Like Adora or like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they're going for what? How long?
Here, 1 second. An hour. And then Bunny Bricks is going for 2 and so on and so forth.
Oh, then after that, pretty soon here, Good Morning Brickworld, right?
Yes. What the heck? Where is this going? Is it going here? No, here. Yes. Okay. I figured it out. I love these modulars, man. I love the new parts that are added to my collection that I've never seen before and other sets and just build techniques. It's so fun.
Heck yeah.
Hey, cheap ass. Good morning indeed. How's it going, my friend?
Yeah, T-Mog, dude, are you a big like soda drinker? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you like would you be able to tell the difference? Because again, like I've been like kind of like on a binge this past week, of like, I'm a big Coke guy. I'm a pretty big Coke guy. Oh, I know you're an energy drink guy, but like, have you ever? I mean, there's a difference between like McDonald's Coke and like other Coke, right?
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's why it tastes better.
That is the first I've ever heard of such a thing. Jordan, if you're still kicking around, you might want to pay attention to this.
I know. So yeah, I mean, I've been like on a real big like terrible. Dude. I've got a McDonald's like right in front of my subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
I've been drinking like, which is again atrocious, dude. These past like 2 weeks especially, I don't think I've ever had worse care for my health these past 2 weeks of my life. But I've been getting like 3-4 large Cokes a day, bro, from McDonald's, and I'm like, again, dude, they there's something in there, man. They make us addicted.
Yeah. Well, didn't they used to like what drug was it they used to put in back in the day? They used to put like drugs of sorts to make it more addictive, right? Am I remembering things correctly?
I mean, I don't know if that was ever confirmed, but like I've heard that. Sure, yeah.
Yeah. The heck? That is so weird. They're giving us a printed coin dot, only for it to be covered up. Like, why make it printed?
That is weird indeed.
What's your guys' favorite songs? I don't know. For me, my favorite song is always changing, especially with the artists. Right now, I'm kind of going through a phase with Hyper Potions, which I did use some music for in my Brickworld vlog, so I was wondering what that sounds like. But, yeah, I don't know. Let the Games Begin by Hyper Potions is probably my favorite one by them right now. Like, I'll put that one on repeat, no problem. Oh, nice. A little jukebox. That's cool.
Yeah, TMOG, man, I'll hit you with the big one, dude. Our ghost reel.
Sure. Ooh. Okay, now there's something that I've always been on and off with. Because, FNAF and all that fun stuff. Like,
when's that movie coming out?
October 27th.
You on day one?
Yes. Like, it depends. I feel like the tickets might sell out fast enough or I'll have to stream it. Because it is coming out on Peacock as well, same day. So I'd have to find out what the equivalent in Canada is.
You gotta go see it in the theaters, man. You gotta go get that theater experience.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I have one of two options. I see it in the theater, or the tickets sell out, and then I hop off the internet until I can get tickets. Because ain't no way I'm risking getting spoiled, because that will be spoiled ASAP. Like, worse than No Way Home possible leaks kind of level for me,
Is Freddy gonna die? Or I don't know anything.
No, but, like, the main thing is, like, how much lore connected to like the games and the books they'll be referenced, like stuff like that. Like I want to experience that myself and figure out the Easter eggs. I don't want to pop on the internet and like have game theory put out a video that like ruins everything. I'm not saying you would, but like something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. So why do you think ghosts are real?
It really depends on the situation, but I don't know. It boils down to like the unfinished business thing, I guess, I don't know.
What is that? Is that a theory? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Unfinished business? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. It's different for every person, I guess, but like how do I put this in a weird way where I'm not thought of weird? See, now my mind's drawing a blank because I haven't had this conversation with anyone in like years. So I just repressed it to the back of my brain.
Well, I guess I'm in it, bro. Any paranormal BS happening ever to you?
But I don't know. Maybe it could be dumb me down to sleep paralysis demon kind of thing. But I remember once when I was younger, I was just laying in my bed trying to fall asleep. And for the life of me, I swear something was petting me. like petting my leg. And I
sure it
got
wasn't
so
like your
frozen
dog?
with fear at the sense that something was petting me. I started crying. And the thing is, even with me crying, I was trying to scream, and it would just come out like a, you know?
Are you sure? So, well, you think that was sleep paralysis, or do you think you were
That's
just
what I'm
actually
thinking. But again, at the time, I thought, like maybe it was a ghost thing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna knock on wood heavy right here, dude, because I've been I've had sleep paralysis probably 3 or 4 times in my life, but I don't really ever think anything much of it afterwards. And
right.
I mean, the one thing, I'm not gonna like say the story naturally, it's like a little deep, little whatever, but there has been, one major time, dude, like 2 times total, but like one major time. It was like close, like after like my mom passed away, where it was just a dream, dude, and again, like, I won't get too much into it just because like it's a lot of explaining and like it's just I don't know if anyone cares to hear it, but I will be honest. I mean, that was one of those things, man, where the dream felt a little too effing real, man, way too effing real. Like regarding, you know what I'm saying? Like after she passed away.
Yeah, I get that.
And dude,
it was the same way with Matt Thunder passed.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm interrupting. I was saying, I think I had a similar situation shortly after Thunder passed. Thunder, my Pomeranian.
Well, see, look, dude, this is something like real deep stuff here, man. And I honestly, I don't even know if I want to because again, I just don't know.
No, you don't have to if you want to. It's all good here.
I don't really care. That's the problem. I don't really give. I don't give a shit about saying it on. It's just like the fact of I don't know if people care to hear it, but yeah, I don't know. I won't say it. I won't say it on stream because I don't know if people want to hear it.
Fair enough. It's all good.
Because like it gets kind of like, yeah, I'll just leave it there. She's on top. I wouldn't really say. My scenario is definitely not like deja vu. My situation was like just freaky, man.
Oh, that's sorry. I just been looking at chat here. Dead Bricks, what is your thoughts on Ruins so far? I played it. I tried to stream it. I played it with the help of my friend Jordan, and I enjoyed it. I'm definitely confused on why so many people are drawing daggers at each other, trying to figure out what the war is. When to me, it's crystal clear. It's Princess Quest ending continuation. I don't know. Whatever. It was good. It was good. A little bit on a straightforward path, but it's a DLC. It's not like a mainstream game, so I'll let it slide for that. If it was like a mainline game where that was the game, it wasn't a DLC, I don't think that would be acceptable. But given the fact it's a DLC, I'll let it slide. Is that it for Garrus Bar? Interesting. And that goes on that side. So, let's see. See, the one thing that sucks is having the instruction booklet open and trying to maneuver this in a way where I'm not knocking anything over. Okay, come on, sudden. You're supposed to. Why aren't you?
Yo, Squidman, I'm actually just I'm currently bagging dinosaurs right now. TMOG, did you need any of these dinosaurs?
No.
Army build them, man. Army build the dinosaurs.
I don't know where I'd put them. That's another thing. Whenever I army build something, I want to make sure I have room for it, you know? Holy moly, this looks awesome. How much time do we have left? Oh yeah, okay, the timer's gonna go off here, so I probably shouldn't crack that bag. We got 3, 4, 5 different bags left to go. That'll be for a great hour-long stream next week. That's
Yeah,
pretty good though with what we got done so far. For 3 hours? That's not bad.
That was a quick 3 hours, man. It don't feel real.
It flew.
I know, dude. And also,
Yeah, we got 6 minutes left.
I mean, TMOG, to think about that, we were talking about effing strawberries an hour and a half ago. Like, can you believe it's been that long since we talked?
Feels
about
like it was
our top
5
three
minutes. Holy crap, man. This is awesome. Wow, that's so cool. This thing I just love more and more. Like, oh man. Wow. And I can't wait to load it up with minifigs too. Like, I'll be throwing some sig figs and whatnot in here because that's what I do is I throw them in the modulars. So your sig fig I'll throw somewhere in here.
You have my sig fig by you?
Yeah, I got it sitting next to my desk. It's probably buried under some bags. Yeah, here it is. I got Thick and Bricks, you, and Richie.
Put it up on the screen, man.
Oh, here, hold on. March Leone crystallizes the no, very horribly written. Come on, camera, you can focus. You know you want to. There you go.
Ooh.
I gotta figure out because like I gotta look at your profile picture and I want to make those lightsabers. I feel like that's essential.
Yeah, you just
At
need
least-
to get 2 green and 2 blue, or a double-bladed green, a double-bladed blue.
Yeah. I think I should have those parts I could easily pull from my store. Blue for sure, I can do no problem. I got so much blue lightsabers. Anybody needs any, links in the description.
From the pad wall?
Yeah, I picked up way too many thinking that they'd be worth at least like 10 cents, and my dumbass was like, nope, they're like 2 cents a piece.
2 cents? No way, dude. They're like 10
I think so, something like that. I don't know. Here,
In the USA, they're 10 cents.
I don't know. All I know is that they're not worth it. I should have grabbed more lamppost pieces. Come on, Richie's figure. Focus in. Fine, don't focus in. I don't care. I got Thick and Bricks.
It's crazy how Fig and Bricks had that same sig fig for like 10 years. I got that Fig and Bricks sig fig like back in like 2014.
Oh, wow. And then we got my sig fig. This is an altered one that is just for myself where it's got the dual molded boots. Of course, the camera decides it doesn't want to work right now. Hallelujah. Thank you, Alarm. We have 3 minutes left.
Legs.
3 minutes left, so I will quickly grab Adora Build's link and post it in the chat there for everyone. Just as we're winding down here. 22 likes, much appreciated, everyone. If you haven't hit that like button, please make sure to hit it, or dislike, either works. Much appreciated. I'll replace that, there we go. Yeah, we'll definitely do another stream on Saturday like we normally do to finish the set, but it's looking great so far. I'm happy with what I got done today. And if you are considering seeing more of this being finished, hit that subscribe button as we'll finish it up Saturday. And yeah, we do reviews and vlogs, all that fun stuff on the TMOG channel here. So yeah, I don't know. I think exactly at 3 o'clock my time, we will end the stream, and everyone go say hi to Adora Build.
How long is that?
That's like 2 minutes.
Damn, dude, it's almost like a little like sad, man. Like when it's like actually comes down to like you gotta dip out into, you know. Like because
I
like,
know. If I had my way, I keep going, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
I signed up for my time. I'm not gonna take over anyone's unless they give it up.
Usually it's always, you know, one last minute type of thing, you know, one final 7 minutes, but
I know, I always exaggerate.
no, dude, truly, I mean, it is a
Minifigures
little, it's a little sad, dude, knowing that like we're on like an actual time crunch right now.
Yeah, real quick. I think minifigures, buildable figures. It really depends on what we're like. I know the Star Wars ones, etc. But like, yeah.
Man.
Tyler, you won't catch me picking those up right away.
Here, live on camera. I can't do it since I I was gonna hit it with a couple 1-2s, man.
I
But
got the layer up for that one.
I need it for the picture.
Is Ruth live right now?
Man, we gotta make it to 3 hours just on the actual stream.
I'm waiting until she hits that live button. If she's watching, hit that live button. I'll call it quits.
No, make it to
I'll
3.
fill it in the void.
Give us the satisfying 3-hour mark.
What are we at?
50 seconds.
Oh yeah, we got 50 seconds.
Okay, hopefully it's 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah, appreciate it for everyone hanging around. I hope it was an enjoyable enough stream, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next Saturday. 2 p.m. Eastern, that's when I normally go. We'll definitely finish up this set, and we'll have a vlog out hopefully right away that week. With another end credits scene, maybe. Who knows? Gotta stick till the end with the vlogs, who knows? I'm having fun with those, I really am.
Oh, dude, I'll make my haircut debut on the stream. I got a haircut.
Yeah. Oh, nice. All right, Adorable just went live. Thank you again, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week.
4
10 seconds.
3.
Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and have all that fun stuff. Go say hi to Adorable and rate her on my behalf. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.